All right, we're recording and we're back. Welcome
I guess
back,
I'd be
everybody.
delusionally optimistic to think that those people who disagreed were taking the position that it was a gravitationally relaxed oblate spheroid instead of a sphere.
Yeah.
Yeah, there.
All right,
Yeah.
so we're back. It looks like we've got
No,
a
that was it.
crew here. We're going to lead off with Jamie's going to. Let's see, is that who was? Yeah, Jamie's first, Karen's second, Peggy's third, and Karl has got bonus. So let's see what you guys got for our team names tonight. Jamie, Janine, Paul Carr, Faith, and Romero.
Atheist mathematicians always fail tests on exponents since they don't believe in a higher power.
Ooh.
Wow. That's a long one.
That's pretty
James,
good.
Jim,
Deep.
Karen, Norman, and Kevin.
Canadian loonies are better than American loonies.
No. Canadian loonies are better than Washington D.C. loonies.
They're all around.
And I think we said Washington.
Yeah,
Yes.
Washington D.C.
Washington,
loonies.
D.C.
Well,
loonies.
of course
Yeah.
he said it that way. I mean, what else? How else could you possibly say it? Let's see.
You must have
Must have been a beautiful baby. Oh. Avi, Leonard, Peggy, and there's more to join your team soon.
Brenda was a bird.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
I told you they'd want it. You got to say it.
You had
Okay.
to be there.
I guess I have to.
No, it's a mystery. We'll just leave it that way.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, it's a statement of fact, right?
Brenda was a bird, and by proxy, Brenda is not real.
I haven't seen Avi for a long time. Avi, have you become a rabbi or an imam in the absence?
I wanted to be a rabbi when I was in middle school.
Really?
Yes.
Now you
But,
can achieve the dream.
Yeah.
Bob
Look.
wrote this obituary, and I'm losing my mind.
We could have hung out together, Avi. I wanted to be a priest when I was in grammar school.
Really?
I wanted to be a Unitarian minister.
Yeah, and
And
my
I-
clergyman said I had the calling and he wanted me to join the ministry.
I'm reading this obituary.
We decided it wasn't bot written at all.
Yeah, no.
It's bullshit, but it's funny.
Still very funny.
She married her high school.
Oh, that's very funny. Okay. Oh, so we're changing the name on your team name. Okay.
Yeah, we have to hear you say Washington all night.
Oh, I'm sure it's such a thrill. I know you guys are just there's probably loop tapes of me all over the internet.
It's the only reason this game has gone on for so many years.
Yeah, just to hear me say Washington over
That's
and
right.
weird.
We do a remix.
You guys are weird. Talk about weird. Okay.
Thank you.
Carl,
DC and
Paul
Washington State.
Tompkins, Rob, Vincent, and Mono.
Paul.
Oh, how much?
Oh,
is
I like
in the
it.
window?
That's good.
Oh.
How much is the Doge in the window?
Dog E.
Doji.
Doggy.
Doji.
Oh.
So did they?
Okay, great job. So we have
So did they get? So is that Doge from Venice?
no, it's United
Yeah.
States thing.
Yeah, like hey, I know that, but
I'd never heard of it before. All right, so we are at game 256. Season 5. We're at February 20th, 2025. 20 de febrero. 1225. No, 225. I don't know. If I think about it, then I'm going to get it wrong. All right, we have atheist mathematicians always fail tests on exponents since they don't believe in a higher power. Canadian loonies are better than Washington, D.C. loonies versus Brenda was a bird versus how much is that? Do we want to say doggy in the window? That's kind of clever. All right, so we have 4 people who are going to vie for the competition of game number 256. 256.
Two, two to
Magic
the
number. That's a magic
Two to
number.
the eighth.
Is it a magic number? Why?
It's 2 to the 8th.
Yep.
Hey,
An
Oh,
8-bit
wow.
number.
I don't
It's
believe it.
important in
How
computer
interesting.
programming.
So,
Okay.
so
Susan,
next week's game, we're going to get kill screen.
Guys are a bunch of nerds.
Susan,
Yeah.
when you're
Yes.
adding new players, don't forget that I'm leaving halfway through.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I got that. You're on team 3, so I got that. Brenda was a bird. I don't know how many people are going to join a team that's called Brenda was a bird, but that's okay.
Don't tell them in advance.
Ah, that's true. No, I have other people still coming, so we'll put them on there. All right, so we're starting out. Everybody has their magic powers. We have Paul Thompson said that he's on game 5, so anytime now we're going to have him starting his career doing categories. And Eve isn't here today, probably because she thought she'd get recruited to do her categories. And Paul Carr came back, even after you guys scared the wits out of him last week by staying up till what, 4 in the morning or something. East Coast time, I guess. So welcome back, Paul Carr. So great job. Okay, Jamie, you've got your powers. Let's go.
Okay. Okay, here's my team. Okay. The category is countries having limited international recognition. A number of states have declared independence and sought diplomatic recognition from the international community and or the United Nations as being sovereign, but have not been universally recognized as such. And that's the topic of this category.
Can you put that in the chat so I know what to call your category?
Yeah, it's there. I put it in chat.
No, you didn't.
I don't see it yet.
No, we don't see it.
There.
That's it.
Nope.
Maybe
You
said
might have sent it to
just one.
somebody specific.
There it is.
Got it? Okay.
Countries having limited international recognition. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Okay. My Zoom just updated this morning and it's completely different again. So bear with me because now it's totally different than last week.
So everybody, Friday, tomorrow, Zoom is going to update for you guys.
It's
Ah.
yes, it
Giving us,
will.
he's letting us know ahead of time here.
It's screwed up. It's totally screwed up. It's totally changed.
Okay.
Okay, number 1. Hold on. Okay, number 1. Today, the state of Palestine is recognized as a sovereign state by 146 of the 193 member countries of the United Nations. The United States not only refused to recognize the statehood, but has consistently used its veto power to block Palestine's full UN membership. One way a country declares its autonomy by creating its own money. In 2010, Palestine did just that by issuing a series of official state coins. But once they entered circulation, they were quickly confiscated and destroyed by Israeli authorities. This series of Palestinian coins were produced in a mint located in Saudi Arabia, Gaza, Jordan, the USA, South Africa, or North Korea. Okay. Number 2.
Hi, Gail.
Hello.
I'll send
Hey.
you the first, the category. He's on question.
Hi, Gail. Number 2. Hi, Gail. Good morning.
I'll send you the first one.
Number 2. This internationally unrecognized country does not have its own postal code. To mail a letter to this country's residents, you must use the address Turkey via Mersin 10 99300. This has been the case ever since 1974, when Turkish invaders swept into a previously independent country and occupied nearly a third of it, declaring their conquered land as a new nation. Name this country, which is only recognized by the Turks. Number 3. The answer to question number 2 shares its capital with its southern neighboring country. Name its capital city, which is literally split in half between the two nations. Number 4. Close to the frontier between these two nations lies the Bespar Mountain. The victorious Turks modified this mountain as a way to declare independent statehood. What did the Turks do to this mountain? Number 5. Transnistria is an unrecognized landlocked breakaway state, having its own government, parliament, military, and postal system. It has 475,000 citizens. It lies in a narrow land area between Ukraine and what other country? Number 6. What is a characteristic of Transnistria coinage? A, all of its coins are made of wood. B, all of its coins are made of plastic. C, Transnistria has no coinage. D, all of its coins are made of aluminum with a small disc of silver embedded in the center to give their money or the money value. Or E, like El Salvador, Ecuador, East Timor, and Zimbabwe, Transnistrian shops eagerly accept American coins and currency.
You could have added Aruba there, by the way.
There's a lot of other places.
We go there fairly frequently and never have to get currency. It's fantastic.
Can we choose E if they do, but they don't do it eagerly?
Typically, reluctantly.
American coins again?
Number 7. Abkhazia is a nation only recognized as independent by Russia, Venezuela, Nicaragua, Nauru, and Syria. It's located on the eastern coast of the Black Sea at the intersection of Eastern Europe and Western Asia. It has a population of 245,000. Nearly all United Nations members consider Abkhazia to be a sovereign territory of blank, a country famous for inventing the world's first wine over 8,000 years ago. Fill in the blank with a country.
Paul Tompkins, I just noticed that your background is Eve. That's so cute. Isn't that so
It's a
sweet?
beautiful picture of her.
That is so nice. Very, very sweet.
All those people started to whine 8,000 years ago, eh?
Yep. Where's wine invented?
Wine.
Well, no, I was thinking of a different kind of wine.
Okay, number 8.
Oh.
Number 8, located on Africa's northwest coast, Western Sahara was a Spanish territory since 1884. In 1975, it was invaded and illegally annexed by Morocco. Control over the country has been very chaotic ever since, with a thriving nationalist movement pushing for formal statehood, called the Sahrawi Arabic Republic, currently recognized by 44 UN members. Western Sahara is the last African colonial state yet to achieve independence and has been dubbed Africa's last colony. Today, only 2 countries formally recognize Morocco's brutal sovereignty over Western Sahara. These countries are Russia and Iran, Spain and Canada, Algeria and Saudi Arabia, USA and Israel, or China and North Korea. Number 9. In this duck soup fictional country, no one is allowed to smoke, tell dirty jokes, or whistle. What is the name of this country?
Oh. Snuck a good one in there.
And number 10. The 1940 Three Stooges comedy film, You Nasty Spy, was created to publicize the Nazi threat to the world in a period when the United States was still neutral about World War II and isolationist sentiment was prevalent. Mo Howard played a Hitler-like dictator of what fictional European country?
Ooh, interesting. Very good, Jamie. Okay, I think I'm gonna learn a lot in this round. I'll be
Okay.
watching my teammates.
I think I need you to,
But you can go from room to room.
yes, but I can't start the process. So
Okay.
can you send people to the rooms, please?
Yes, sir. Open all rooms.
Join.
And I will put Gail on her team. Gail, you will be on room 3. With the stupidest name of the world. So you can ask.
Really?
It's really stupid. Have fun. I know you guys are so excited to have me here for this round.
You know
So
a lot of these.
the last game I did, you guys got 10 out of 10 in about 5 minutes. So I made it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I made it a little bit more challenging.
It wasn't
education.
this room though. There's always different people each time.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's in charge? Bye, Jamie.
Hi.
Okay, so number 1 is where did they make these coins? What country?
What's the question?
So Palestine started making coins or currency.
Hello.
And what country did they make that currency? Saudi Arabia, Gaza, Jordan, USA, South Africa, or North Korea?
Is it a country or are you asking specifically a sovereign
What
state?
country made the
A country.
coins that they minted in Palestine?
Gaza's not a country.
No, well, what location did they make the coins?
Paul, you know
Uh,
any of these?
Don't. I kind of want it to be the USA. It could be a private mint in the USA, but I have no knowledge about this.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Janine?
would like it to be that too. I was kind of thinking
I would guess Jordan.
that was
Yeah,
what I've been
nearby.
thinking.
It's gotta
is
be a
Jordan.
place they could get it pretty easily. I mean, if it was overseas. it
Jordan
would be
and
a
Jordan
different-
does.
Jordan's
Jordan-
nearby.
Jordan is nearby.
Jordan's close and it's friendly.
There are some Jordanian Palestinians, so
Yeah.
I like
That's
them
why
all.
that's why I was thinking Jordan.
Okay,
there's
there's
a
C.
Jordanian Palestinian musical artist I follow lately, so
Oh,
that's why I'm guessing that.
So do you want to go with that or any objections?
No
Who's
objection.
writing the answers down? Or you want to do?
Who's scribing?
Janine
can-
usually scribes,
Okay.
right?
I don't usually, but I
I
can.
can scribe as well. I just had to get.
Thank you. Thank you, Faith.
All right, number 2, this international.
Hold on, what's number, was it
Jordan.
A? But what's the letter? Okay, C.
This internationally recognized country does not have its own postal code to mail a letter to this country's residents. You must use the address Turkey via Mersin 1099. Turkish invaders swept into previously independent country and occupied nearly.
Could it be Armenia?
Name the country that is only recognized by the Turks.
Armenia is recognized by a lot of other
Are they?
countries. yeah.
Okay.
But if they swept in and took part of a previous country, I would think Armenia would be it.
Remember, question 3 is based on question 2.
That's true.
The answer to question 2 shares its capital with its southern neighboring country. Name this capital city, which is literally split in half between the two nations. Is that Israel?
Could it
No.
be Cyprus? There's like this
It has to be
Yeah,
besides
Cyprus.
Turkey.
Well, there's been this conflict in Cyprus between it being,
Greek or its own country.
Or Georgia.
or I think Turkey, yeah,
Cyprus, either being Greek or Turkish.
or Cyprus or Turkish, yeah.
Okay.
Cyprus. Yeah, that's a
So
Okay, the
the
one-
answer to question 2 would be if 3 is
Cyprus.
Cyprus.
Yeah, but what's the capital of Cyprus?
Like there's the island of Crete. I'm telling you,
No idea.
I'm feeling pretty horrible. How you?
Well, I will tell
We
you.
never know what this category is going to be. It's always
I
really
know.
interesting. I have no clue.
Okay,
I have no idea.
I have these maps of the world that I've been trying to learn and memorize the countries, and I just happen to have that one sitting right here,
We're in front of you. Okay, what is the
right
capital
in
of
front of me
Cyprus?
on my desk.
And you
Can
didn't
you
have
what
to
is
turn
the
any
capital
pages or
of
anything?
Cyprus?
Well, because I've been looking, you know, it includes
Janine, what is the
Ukraine.
capital of Cyprus? Answer the question.
Can you find the-
Nicosia,
How do you
and
say
it's
that?
right on the borderline.
Nicosia.
Spell it again.
Nicosia. And I can show you literally what's sitting in front of me. We
Oh
bought
my
these.
God, you shame on
Oh
you.
my God, you do.
We got them in New Mexico when we went to the Nuclear Science Museum. And on one side they have this, and then on the back side you can copy
Yeah,
it
but you
and
can't
fill
use the
in
back
and
side.
learn.
You can't
Sure,
use the
memorize
back side. It's only the front you can use because that. So the rule is, Paul, if the object's within your sight, it's fair game. But you can't
Yeah.
open
It's
the
like
book
my
to look
table.
at
It's
it.
like
You
my
can't-
tabletop.
You can't turn a globe to look at the other side.
Yeah,
But if
but
it
you
just
can
so
look
Got it.
down
happens to be
at your.
open
But you
to the
can look
page-
down at what
But
I've been.
Janine can look down at her placemat of Europe.
Well,
if you had a
it
Opportunistic,
has
I love it.
Ukraine on it, so you know I've been looking at the Ukraine stuff around Ukraine,
But if you had a
and
coffee
that's
cup
why I
on
have
there,
it there because it's the one I'm working on memorizing.
So
Janine,
close
if
to
you
the
had a coffee
frontier
cup covering
between.
up the answer, you can't move the coffee cup to find the answer.
I don't have a coffee
Oh,
cup.
anyway, let's go to question four. Let's go to
over
question
here.
4 instead of getting into the nitty gritty.
that's interesting.
Come
Close
on.
to the frontier between these two nations lies Best Park Malarker, I guess, mountain. The victorious Turks modified this mountain as a way to declare independent statehood. What did they do to this mountain?
Put up a fence?
Did they blow off the top of it?
I don't know.
What can you do with a mountain?
Yeah, you can bore through it. You can blow it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too many things.
Blown up a
And-
mountain?
You can
It's
put
possible, or you could put lights on it. That's what they do
Yeah.
between the Pakistani and India border.
It says
You could
they
put a house on
modified
it.
the mountain as a way to declare independent statehood. So how would you modify it? Blowing it up? Chopping it
Or
up?
blowing the top off of it.
blowing it up, putting a house on it.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if this guy knows.
A what?
I wonder if this guy knows.
Oh yeah, I have
Yeah,
a feeling it does.
Jamie, what did they do to the mountain top?
How's everybody doing, Jamie? Because I've got Deborah to put on a team now.
It's a very educational topic, so you guys will learn a lot.
Do we want to say that they blew off the top of the mountain?
Deborah can come to our team.
No, I'm going to put her on 3 because I think.
What do we want to say for 4?
Because all
They
the
blew
other-
off the top of the mountain. Did they put up a fence?
I think that blowing it up is a good option. I mean,
Okay.
it's not a good option, but I mean, how else would you?
Yeah.
I-
So Transnistria.
Poison it? Poison everything? Fill it with poppies? Plant trees? I mean, I don't know what you would do.
Could Transnistria be between Romania, number 5?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Because it almost sounds like Transylvania, which is Romania.
Yeah.
So it's probably E.
We
Oh,
haven't
I'm
gotten
sorry,
to
I'm on
that
the wrong
one.
question.
Yeah. So now we can move. So what is characteristic of Transnistria's coinage, you said, like El Salvador, Ecuador, and East Timor and Zimbabwe, shops eagerly accept American coins and currency there.
I would think that'd be true.
I mean, a lot of countries do. Yeah. I think those
Yeah.
countries.
What did you say for 5? What did we say?
Romania.
Romania.
Yeah, because if it's near Ukraine, Romania is near Ukraine.
Yep.
And Transnistria, like Transylvania, Romania.
But the category is called countries having limited international recognition, and Romania has got. I mean, I landed in an airplane there and everything. It's a country.
Yeah. I think
But
Transnistria
Transnistria isn't.
Transnistria is the country in this case.
That's in question. That has questionable status.
Like,
And
what
it's
is the
between
other
Ukraine
country?
and some other
In
country.
Romania.
Oh, so we're supposed to know what the other countries in Romania would be.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, because Romania is a country.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got it,
I've had
guys.
Romanian chimney bread before. So we would
So,
say E for 6
E.
that they accept US currency.
Oh yeah, I'm
Sure,
sure
yeah.
everybody
Go
wants
down.
U.S. country
Scroll down and can't read the
currency.
question.
Okay, this other one, I don't know.
Savannah.
It's a funny
Optical
question though, because it's
time.
asking about Transnistria coinage,
Yeah.
and I think everyone wants dollar bills. I don't know if anyone really wants coinage.
It is right. The question,
Well,
the answer
I think
E doesn't
coin
make any sense with the
currency,
question.
Maybe it could be they have no coinage because they only use.
I'd go with C.
Okay.
It's a pure guess, but I'd go with C.
Okay.
Okay.
I never even heard of
Okay.
the place. Yeah,
Okay.
E sounds like it shouldn't even be an answer.
So
It
7,
feels
they're
crowbarred in.
independent by Russia, Venezuela, Nicaragua, and Nauru in Syria. It's located on the eastern coast of the Black Sea at an intersection of Eastern Europe and Western Asia, and has a population of 245,000. Nearly all of the United Nations members considered Abkhazia to be a sovereign territory of what country? And they're considered to have invented the first wine over 8,000 years ago.
I guess Georgia, maybe.
Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're in the
Oh, wait.
Balkans.
Nearly all other United Nations members can.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I see how it's
Yeah.
working.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go with Georgia. Located on Africa's northwest coast, Western Sahara was a Spanish territory since 1884. In 1975, it was invaded and illegally annexed by Morocco. Control over the country has been chaotic ever since, with the thriving nationalist movement pushing for formal statehood. Called the Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic, currently recognized by 44 UN members. Western Sahara is the last African colonial state yet to achieve independence and has been dubbed Africa's last colony. Today, only 2 countries formally recognize Morocco's brutal sovereignty over Western Sahara, and these 2 countries are
What 2 countries recognize this place as a
E. It's either, I think it's E.
Why is that?
Because I've always heard of Western Sahara as being Western Sahara on our maps. Any US map of Africa shows it as Western Sahara.
Janine, you see it?
It's kind of off the.
You
off
probably
the
won't
bottom.
see it.
You won't see it anyway.
Yeah.
The answer is
It
which
wouldn't be
one?
there.
I would say China and North Korea are the only 2 countries that do not recognize Western Sahara as their own nation, but they recognize it as part of Morocco.
But what purpose
And not
would they
Russia and
have
Iran.
for doing that? What purpose? Yeah, what purpose?
That or either A, Russia and Iran.
What purpose would they have though? Or
I don't know.
I'm fine with E unless somebody has a better argument. I know that North Korea doesn't follow the rules, and neither does China.
Like China doesn't recognize what is
Either
it,
does
Hong Kong?
Russia and Iran.
Algeria is right next to Morocco. I don't know if they're friends, and maybe they're.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, if Algeria and Saudi are friendly.
And Saudi Arabia?
Maybe, I don't know.
That's a good argument.
Okay.
It's a Muslim nation.
We can go with C. I think that's a better argument.
Okay, good job. Okay, so this is probably about the movie Duck Soup, right?
I have no idea what is duck
I
soup.
have no idea.
Duck Soup is the Marx Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
It was a cart. It was it was a movie called Duck Soup, and
Could that be
the guy
Morocco?
was, and one of the characters was from a fictional country, and I have no idea what it was called. Janine, do you know?
Was it that country from the mouse that roared?
What was
Wasn't that a fictional country in that book?
I think it's a made up, like a goofy Slavic sounding kind of country name.
I have to go check on the cat.
I haven't seen Duck Soup.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in years. It's really funny. It's Karl Marx. I mean, not Karl Marx. Karl Marx.
Karl Marx.
Wow.
It's something else. Groucho Marx. I can picture him having this scene. There's this wealthy woman, middle age and looking very like, motherly. And he's
How you guys doing?
We're on 9.
We have,
I had to explain
3 more.
Jamie,
Oh,
I had
3 more?
Jamie, I had to explain to them what duck soup is.
Really?
Never heard of it.
I can't think of the name of the country. Well, Janine knows it, but
No, I don't.
well, you've heard of duck soup.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
What about
I've
the
heard of it. I have
Lilliputians?
heard of it.
Everybody's
The
gonna watch
Lilliputians.
duck soup now.
Yes. It's actually very good.
Yeah, I have no idea what the country is, but it was some goofy Uzbekistan or something. Leperstan is, or some kind of goofy name that had a stan on the end or something like that. If you can come up with something.
The Lilliputians.
The Lilliputians are probably like, what was the little land that what was the purpose of the fictional land?
They live on it.
Because like, was it like supposed to be like freedom or
No idea. I don't remember.
Were they
Freedomtopia or some
were they
weird stuff?
were they a kingdom or were they a democracy or
No idea.
Do you think it was in a stand?
I think
Or
it was
like
something
Freedomtopia or
stan.
something like that?
I'm sure it
It's
was
something
a
like
stand.
that.
It had to be some kind
Freedom
of stand.
stand?
Just some name Stan. I'm probably wrong. I might be wrong.
Duckistan.
I don't remember, but I do remember. it was
Duckistan.
What stand?
Duckistan. Like
Duckistan?
I'm fine with that.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
do Duckistan.
I don't know.
I
Okay.
think Jamie's going
duck
to
is-
change teams after this.
I leave to another team, so you guys get to stay together, and you get Jamie back. Okay, the Three
gosh.
Stooges. I don't remember this. You Nazi spy was created to publicize.
I don't know.
That's
what this is.
interesting.
Oh,
A fictional
You think
European
so?
country we need.
Hi, Audrey.
Never
I
seen
don't
it.
remember this.
Nazi stand.
Naziopoly
I never got into the Three Stooges. They
or Nazili?
Hey, Susan, can you start the timer, please?
We'll call it Nazili, like Italy, but with
Oh,
Nazi.
don't rush on that.
Well,
What
we
do
got
we
2
have?
minutes.
Two
Okay.
and 4.
Thank you.
2 is
What do we have?
We have Cyprus for 2.
NICOSIA.
Mhm.
What?
NICOSIA.
That's 3.
That's
We have
3.
We have Cyprus.
What do we have for 2? Cyprus.
Cyprus.
Oh,
Mhm.
I've got them backwards.
Yeah.
What do we have for 4?
They blew up the top.
Jamie's gonna have to sit here and look with a completely.
And the
Face.
fictional cities or towns are Duckistan and Nazili.
What about Nazi?
Or Nazi land. There we go. I'm sorry, I've been seeing
Voltsland.
now.
Volksland.
No
Volts
idea.
what?
Volksland.
Voltsland? No, I've been seeing fun videos of swasta trucks stuck in the snow. It's been wonderful.
So what do you guys
There
want to
was
say for
one-
10?
there
We gotta
was
agree
one-
to it, because we might be right.
What?
10, what are we gonna agree to?
We said Nazi.
Nazi land. Mhm.
Oh, that doesn't give it away at all.
Like Disneyland, but Nazi.
But Nazi land, where you just
Nazi
like get
land.
yelled at.
Nazi
You go
land.
to ride the rides And
You get
yelled
nauseated
at
because you're on
in
the
German.
rides.
Very, very mad, like, no, you do not do that. No.
And then
No whistling, no dirty
they have
jokes,
these chambers
no
where
smoking.
you're going.
Oh my God, stop. We're being recorded.
What did he say? I missed it.
He says there's some chambers.
Well,
You have to go
you
in,
go
like,
but you don't come back.
Oh,
it's a one way into the park and one way out.
jokes whenever I'm not
And
recording.
if you do a little time working there, you can be let free and get your ticket money back.
Bad Romero on Faith. You're not allowed to say those words. All right, Jamie, that was interesting.
Okay.
We had some interesting discussions. I hope everybody else liked that.
A little bit of a challenge. Okay, everybody's all set?
Yep.
Okay, number one, the official coins of the state of Palestine. Okay, and I have one right here, and they're extremely rare.
Of course you do.
Can you see?
Oh, wow.
Hey, see, it says Palestine.
Yeah.
Cool.
The other side of the coin is some cats, little kitty cats.
Oh.
So
Okay, so this coin is made, this is an American coin. They made in America.
Wow. Oh, no way.
Yes, they are. They were minted in Cincinnati, Ohio by the private mint called the Osborne Mint. And the Osborne Mint was founded in 1836, and it's the oldest mint, private mint in the United States. So it's an American coin.
Just what we wanted, Paul.
Oh,
Nice, huh?
our team got it right. We got it
Hey,
right.
wow. Okay, hopefully this works. I have some photos, but let's see what happens. Okay, number two. Let's see if this works. I hope it does.
Are you trying to share something?
Well, see, they changed the software, so I can't share screen anymore. It doesn't allow me to share screen.
Well, that's weird. You should be able to share screen.
No, it doesn't do it anymore. You have to choose different apps. So it's going to become much more complicated.
Oh,
Yeah,
great.
they just made it harder.
Made it much harder. So I'm not so sure what's going to happen now.
I was able to share, but I probably got the old version.
He's in Thailand, so it's tomorrow for him, remember?
Right.
Oh, wait, there it is.
Oh, you guys can see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Just
Okay.
took a minute. Coming all the way from Thailand and all.
I know. Okay, so
Oh.
the country which Turkey invaded in 1974 is Cyprus, Northern Cyprus, or Turkish
Course.
Cyprus.
Turkish Cyprus.
course.
Excellent.
Holy
Okay.
moly.
And what happened was, my wife and I, we spent a lot of time there, and we actually considered moving to Northern Cyprus to live there, to retire to. Thank God we decided not to. But what happened was, one of the reasons why Turkey invaded Cyprus in 1974, the country used to be a mix of villages of both Greek and Turks, lived peacefully for years and years and years throughout the entire country. But America is not an ally of Greece. Okay, America is an ally of Turkey. And the reason why is because Turkey controls the Bosphorus, which is the waterway that goes to the Black Sea, and the Americans want to keep an eye on the Russian Black Sea fleet. So America wants to appease the Turks. So it's believed that the CIA formulated a coup, a Greek coup in 1973. And the Greek government announced with America, the whole country becoming Greek. The Americans knew that would piss off the Turks, so the Turks the next year invaded. And the Turks invaded and they threw all the Greeks out of all their homes in all of the northern part of the country and shoved them down to the south. So now the country is entirely Turkish on the north and Greek on the south. We met many, many Greeks in the southern part of the country who were devastated because all their homes, they lost everything. They had like one day to pack up and they fled. So many cities now in the north are ghost towns. There are all these apartment buildings and cities which are empty.
Yeah, there's some famous abandoned cities there.
Yep. So Turkey, they actually pay people, they pay Turks to come and live there in order to repopulate the country. It's totally illegal. They repopulate the country.
Did a lot of Turkish ethnic Turks from the south move north?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But there weren't as many.
Very few. Right.
Yeah,
In
it's
fact,
going
if we move to northern Cyprus, the Turkish government would have paid us to live there because they're paying people, because that's how they maintain their autonomy, is paying people. They try to repopulate it artificially by paying people to live there. It's very
So we
illegal.
don't call it Cyprus anymore.
Well, the
Why
southern
not?
part of the country is called Cyprus. The illegal part of the country is called Northern Cyprus, or Turkish.
Why not pay the old Greeks that used to live there to come back?
But it's all changed now because Southern Cyprus is no longer really owned by Cyprus. It's really owned by Russia. All the Russians bought up all these condominiums all along the coast. So as the older Greek Cypriots start to pass away, their land was inherited by their kids. And the kids sold all their coastal land to the Russians, who built these big condominiums. So when you go to Cyprus now, it's like 99% Russians. And the Greek kids are bored. They drive around in Mercedes and Rolls Royces. They just drive around in cars. So all of Southern Cyprus now is just Russian occupied. It's a terrible area. Okay, number 2. The city which is split between the two countries, north and south, is Nicosia. Okay.
Number 3.
But yeah, by the way, for
Number
2,
three.
is Turkish Cyprus acceptable as the name of that?
Yeah, I'll accept it.
Yeah, okay.
How about if we said the capital of Cyprus?
No, you can't do that. So, so number 3 is Nicosia, and it's a very odd place because if you're walking along, it's just an alleyway. It's like a little street in southern Cyprus, okay, which is all Greek. So the restaurants, the language, the money is the euro. It's Greek. It's like you're in Greece. You cross a fence, literally a gate and a fence, and bam, you're in Turkey within inches. So you have Turkish sodas and groceries and money, the language. It's the oddest thing. You just open the fence and you're in a different country.
Do they have like a passport system or a approval system, or can you
very
just
few
walk over?
people? Well, very few people can cross the frontier, and you can't have a visa. You can't have a visa stamped in your passport, because if you have a visa stamped in your passport, most countries in the world will no longer accept your passport for travel. So if you're, as an American, we went to the little office next to the fence. They gave us a piece of paper and stamped our visa on a separate piece of paper. So when we go back to southern Cyprus to leave the country, because you can't fly out of the north, we could destroy the paper so no one knows we're actually visited northern Cyprus. It's a very odd, bizarre place.
So you can't walk across the road?
Well, you can, but you have to have a passport, which is
Oh, so
accepted.
it is regulated, even though it's a very small fence, it is protected. And
yeah, they have a little padlock on this little fence, and you get your little visa. They open up the padlock, and you're in Turkey. It's a very odd.
I'm looking on a map, but I'm not seeing it. I mean, I see the place, but
see Nicosia in the middle.
Oh, I
It's
see.
near the Gulf of America.
And that blue is a buffer zone. It's not a lake. Is that a lake?
No, it's a buffer zone.
United
Okay.
Nations buffer zone.
Yeah.
It's a very odd. I strongly recommend people to visit because it's a very odd place to visit.
Oh,
And
yeah.
That's very odd.
That's a real, you should work for the tourism bureau with that pitch. It's very odd. You should go there. It's so odd.
So what are the odds I end up in Turkish prison?
Yeah.
It's a weird place.
Leave the hashish at home, Kevin.
We almost moved to Kyrenia, which is the coastal resort of northern Cyprus, but it's boring. There's nobody there.
Hey, they have a Pizza Hut.
No Pizza Hut.
You're all set then.
There's a
nothing.
Pizza
You're
Hut.
all set.
Can we move on to the next question? Otherwise, I'm gonna have to leave soon.
Okay, what did the Turks do? They took the mountain and took bulldozers. They flattened the mountain and they painted a huge Turkish flag, a flag of northern Cyprus.
Oh,
wow, Karen nailed it.
Gee,
they did a flag on a rock face.
Yeah, it's the biggest flag in the world. And what they did it's facing south. So everyone in the Republic of Cyprus in the south, when you look up, you could see this big Turkish flag staring at you in the face.
Wow.
I think you guys got it because you were very specific about painting the flag specifically.
Yeah. So if they painted a flag on the mountain, and they did it to intimidate all the Greeks in the south. But worse is, you can see on the left, they painted the words say in Turkish, it says, "How happy it is, the one who says I'm a Turk." And that's facing the south. So if you're walking around southern Cyprus, you look up, and it's a slap in the face.
The only thing that's worse than sore losers are sore winners.
Yeah.
The Turks are brutal. They're so brutal. I can't believe they actually did that. So no matter where you are in the Greek territory, you look up and you have to see the Turkish flag.
Yeah, it's it's almost like forcing giant map entities to change the name of a large body of water that's had a name for 100,000 years.
He's just trying to figure out how he's going to paint the Gulf of Mexico.
Well, the equivalent of paint is whenever you go online, that's what it says.
Yeah.
Hey,
well, there was I guess it was the Rhinoceros Party in Canada. One of their party platforms in an election was paint the 200-mile limit so the fish would know what side to swim on.
Cyprus is a very odd place. Okay, next is Transnistria is between Moldova and Ukraine.
Oh,
Moldova.
right. Way to go, Leonard.
Leonard. Okay, now all the coins of Transnistria are made out of plastic. They're plastic money.
Oh, we got that wrong.
And it's very cleverly done. It's a polymer which is permanent, as strong as metal, so it doesn't wear.
B.
The coins are made out of plastic. So the money is very well done, because built into these coins are counterfeiting measures, holography, and kind of like bills, these anti-counterfeiting. They're very inexpensive to produce, much less than metal currency. It's the only country that uses plastic as its currency. So other countries should adopt this, because
do they recycle bottles to make it? Then we might have a shot at it.
How do they prevent somebody with a 3D printer, which can do plastic stuff, from doing
Well, again, because built into it, they have fluorescent dyes, they have anti-counterfeiting. They have plastic, there's fluorescent dyes built in. There's holography.
It's probably laminated, you know.
Yeah, it's laminated. Right. It's a very complex.
So I guess it was just like
printers
polymer
don't have the
currency.
resolution to do holography.
And what do you think,
This
Paul?
is right up Paul Carr's alley, right?
Yeah.
Paul,
Yeah,
you
so I
said
guess it
something.
was just like polymer currency, like in Australia and even the UK these days. So the plastic substrate has a ton of security features itself, and then it's overprinted with more. So a lot of the same techniques will be available.
Yeah, so it's very cleverly done. So this is kind of like the new British pounds have embedded in them a fluorescent crystal. And I was developing the detectors used in banking machines to detect counterfeit British pounds. That same idea of using a fluorescent material is the same for these Transnistrian rubles. Same thing. It's a very clever design for such a small country. Okay, number 7, the country which invented wine is Georgia.
Yay!
Oh, okay.
Karl memory.
You know, that was on my mind.
Did you know that there's a war in Wikipedia as to which Wikipedia page should be the most prominent, the state of Georgia in the United States or Georgia the country? Because one of them has to have the I think it's probably
when you go to Georgia.
Disambiguation.
Right.
How about making it
a nation?
How about
have
making
over a state?
Make it South Georgia, the island in the far South Atlantic.
Trump's going to rename that sea to Caucasian Sea.
So Georgia invented wine, and our favorite cuisine. There are many Georgians who moved to our island, the Koh Samui, and they've opened up Georgian restaurants.
That's a good joke, Kevin.
It's our favorite cuisine, and Georgia makes the best wines in the world, by far. So if you guys, if you can find a Georgian restaurant, go eat some Georgian food. It's delicious. Okay, number 8. So this country of Western Sahara, they self-declared a portion of it as the Sahara Arab Democratic Republic, which is not recognized, but they're fighting for their independence, and they're being tortured by the invading Moroccans. So here are the poor people of the Sahara, the Western Sahara, which are being tortured, and so it's a brutal overtake of the country by the Moroccans. So the only two countries that recognize Morocco as legitimate invaders and holders and controllers of the country is the US and Israel.
Okay.
Oh,
lovely.
Yeah.
In
Now
20
I get. Now I guess part.
So
I
in
guess part of the
2020,
reason is the
yes, what
phone
happened
space.
was, and so in 2020, what happened was Trump wanted to normalize the relations between Morocco and Israel. So he made a deal that he'll have America recognize all of Western Sahara as being part of Morocco. And they agreed. And that's how they did it. And then last year, Israel joined in. And so now only Israel and America recognize that Morocco controls Western Sahara, thanks to Trump.
I think we had some question that had this before that I remembered.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Welcome, Prashanth. Do you want to come off camera and join, show your video and join us? Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Okay. So
You're in
number-
India right now, right?
Yes, yes.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, wow.
Nice meeting you all people.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not the only one far away. Excellent.
Yeah.
I-
International person might have been helpful in this category.
Yeah.
We maybe could have used you, your knowledge.
I always wanted to join with you, but today it is possible.
Yeah.
Can you repeat? I'm sorry, mine cut out.
Yeah, I always wanted to join with you people. Today it is possible.
Yay.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're here.
Good.
We just
Here
started.
we are.
We're kind
Join
of like
with
in the first round. So we're at the end. We'll, no problem.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah. So hang out. So he's about to give the scores, or do we get all of them?
No, so
No,
number
9 and 10 still.
9 and 10. Okay, so again,
The two
stupid,
easiest ones.
So Zoom changed. So I have to, I'm gonna try this. It doesn't share my screen anymore. I don't know if this is gonna work. Can you see this?
Yes.
Yes. Yay.
Yeah, no audio unless there isn't any.
Yeah, we don't hear it though.
No audio? Oh,
No.
You gotta tell it to share sound at the
You
very
have to
beginning.
share sound.
Change the whole
It
interface.
looks like your whole audio's just turned off.
No, I was afraid of that.
What's
Yeah, the little microphone at the bottom of the slider had a line through
Had
it.
a
Yeah,
line
but you
through
just
it.
did that. Oh, by the way, does anybody know how to download the Kindle books before it changes? Because
Here, can
I've got a
someone
bunch.
here? Let's do
Yes,
this.
there's a program called Calibre or yeah, download that and you'll be able to download all your Kindle books and strip the DRM from them.
Here, how about, can I do this? Here.
Wait, so what's happening with Kindle books?
Maybe we could talk about that during the
you'll
break.
only
We can
be able
talk
to see
about
them
it
on
during break.
Kindles.
Well,
Okay.
Okay.
I just on chat, I just put in that website. Can someone click on it and try to share with the group? Is that possible?
I'll do it.
Don't forget to hit audio.
Do audio first and then.
See, my thing doesn't have audio. It doesn't have it anymore. It took it away.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it.
If it's not asking too much.
Uh-huh.
If it's not asking too much.
Yay,
For
thank
information, just for illustration, tell us how you intend to run the nation.
These are the laws of my administration. No one's allowed to smoke or tell a dirty joke, and whistling is forbidden. If chewing gum is chewed, the chewer is pursued, and in the smoke, tell a dirty joke, whistling is forbidden.
Yep, that's Duck Soup.
Hey, so
That's funny.
So Fredonia.
Fodonia?
Fredonia.
Fredonia. Somebody's still playing it somewhere.
I don't hear it. How do you spell Fodonia?
Free Donia. Fredonia.
Fredonia.
Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing on the next.
Yeah, somebody is.
Okay, I just put the next link for number 10. Okay, can you please the video for number 10, please?
You got it, Vincent?
And
No,
this was the Three
Bob there was
Stooges. What
doing
was
it.
the name of the nation in
Bob, you're
the
gonna do
Three
it?
Stooges?
I'm doing it.
Oh,
Rob's
Fredonia.
doing
Nine
it.
is Fredonia.
My good people of Moronica, I am very happy to see this.
Moronica.
Moronica. Oh my God.
Oh,
We must throw off the yoke
It's
of
the only
monarchy
one I knew.
and make our country safe for hypocrisy.
That's the USA right now.
I've never seen it.
Veronica.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
never seen that.
We
All right,
only one
so
I know.
good job. That was completely different. That was very
mapped
different.
out the technical changes in Lucid, and the code basically wrote itself.
what? Who? Oh, that's Mono.
So Moronica.
Okay, so what do we got for scores? Let's ask where we are. So, atheist mathematicians always fail tests on exponents since they don't believe in a higher power.
We got a beautiful prime number of 3.
Canadian loonies are better than Washington, D.C. loonies.
Yes.
You got a 7.
Another prime number.
Wow.
Brenda was a bird.
We got a non-prime number 4.
Ooh. How much does that dodgy in the window?
We got 6.
Well,
Oh.
Prashishana, how do you say your name? Spell it for me phonetically so I can say it correctly. Prashanta. How would you say that? Prashanth. Prashant. You're going to be on team 1. And so you're going to be getting a link. Are you comfortable using breakout rooms? Have you used breakout rooms on Zoom before?
I don't know. Breakup rooms.
So you're going to get a message in a couple minutes that's going to say you've been invited to a room. You'll just click on it and you'll be on a team. So that'll happen in a few minutes. But what we're going to do next is it's going to be Karen is going to give a category. So don't say anything until you get into the room that's going to be where you can discuss it with your team. So just follow the lead, but she's going to give us some questions. They'll all be in the chat so you can see them there. So Karen, you're up. What do you got?
Okay, well that was
mute yourself so you don't say anything.
That was
accident.
highly. I like the comments that people say. I encourage people to stay unmuted if they have a modicum of self-control to not blurt out answers. I love the intelligent and interesting category that we just had. Before I say the title of my category, which is very contrasting, first, this reading for all of you. It's Sunday night, and I'm curled up in my room. The TV light fills my heart like a balloon. I hold it in as best I can. I know I'm just another fan, but I can't help feeling I could love this secret agent man. And I can't wait anymore for him to discover me. I got it bad for David Duchovny. The category is David Duchovny, Why Won't You Love Me? David Duchovny is a song written by Bree Sharp. That is the category. Okay, number 1. What was the release year of the video for David Duchovny? Plus or minus 2 years.
Oh my God.
Plus or minus 2 years.
Oh my God, look at face.
Number 2, it was the first single from Bree Sharp's debut album. What is the title of that album? A, Cheap and Evil Girl. B, Fantasy and Reality Can Blur. Or C, Giddy, Hot, and Excellent. What was the title of the album that featured David Duchovny? Okay, number 3. 3 there. We run the gamut around here, Prasanth. The gamut of categories. Okay, number 3. Actor David Duchovny portrayed FBI agent blank. Full name counts as one correct answer, no matter the spelling. What's the full name of the FBI special agent that David Duchovny portrayed? Inspiring the song. Number 4, the popular science fiction television series in which he co-starred with Gillian Anderson as FBI Special Agent Dana Scully is The X-Files. It aired from A, 1990 to 99, or B, 93 to 02, or C, 96 to 05. Pick an answer. Here we go. Number 5. Here are a few questions about the lyrics of the song. I will repeat them for you, and I'll also post them here as I share. My friends all tell me, girl, you know, it's just a show, but deep within his eyes, I see me wrapped up like a bow, watching the sky for a sign. The FBI is on my mind. I'm waiting for the day when my lucky stars align in the form of David Duchovny floating above me, blank. I need David Duchovny hovering above me. Which is the missing line? Is it A, in the alien light of the spaceship of love? Or B, Leo meets Gemini? Or C, take me in with those eyes?
Karen, did he ever take out a restraining order against this?
What comes between hovering, floating above me and hovering above me? David Duchovny. No.
I had no idea she had a crush on David Duchovny.
Did I say that? I didn't say that. This is about a song.
She just likes the song.
Here is another. It's really poignant, don't you think? Here's another lyric. American Heathcliff, blank. David Duchovny, why won't you love me? Which is the missing line after American Heathcliff? A, charming and funny. Or is it B, American Heathcliff, brooding and comely? Or is it C, American Heathcliff, quiet and humbly? So again, you don't have to know about David Duchovny. If you know about Heathcliff, you'll know the answer. Okay, number 7. More lyrics. So smooth and so smart. He's abducted my heart, and I'm falling apart from the looks I receive, from those eyes I can't leave. Blank. Which is the missing line after from those eyes I can't leave? Is it A? Well, you can say I'm naive, but he told me to believe. Or is it B? Do you blame me at all? It's a force I hear call. Or is it C? Tell the devil to behave. Give me what I crave. What is the next line? Those are your choices. This one, what number are we on? We're on number 8. 8. More lyrics. My bags are packed. I am ready for my flight. Want to put an end to my daydream days and sleepless nights. Sitting like a mindless clone, wishing he would tap my phone, blank. And I would say, David Duchovny, why won't you love me? Which line is missing after wishing he would tap my phone? Is it A, kicking it and my mind hella blown? Or is it B, it would be rad to be in that zone? Or C, just to hear the breath of the man, the myth, the monotone? What is the line? What is the
my God.
Okay.
Wow.
So here we go. We're on number 9 now. Thank you so much for taking all this in. Number 9. More lyrics. David Duchovny, I want you to love me, blank. David Duchovny, I know you could love me. I'm sweet and I'm cuddly. I'm gonna kill Scully. David Duchovny, why won't you love me? What is the missing line after an appeal for him to love her? A, come on and snug me. Release the heartstrings that tug me. Or is it B, kiss and to hug me, debrief and debug me? Or is it C, you may be spooky, but I'll call you Pookie? What is the What is the line? Cancel. Number 10, and there will be a little bonus as well. Now, I'm sorry to tell you that we're done with the lyrics portion.
Ah.
Number 10. Which of these celebrities appeared and was named? Which of these celebrities are named? Okay, this is wrong because I'm only asking you to pick one. Sorry for the grammar. Which of these celebrities appeared and is named in the credits for the video? Because I'm just giving you, but wait a minute. I'm sorry. It's correct. It should read, which of these celebrities or celebrity appeared and is or are named in the credits for the video? That's what it should say. A, Tia Leone, David Duchovny's wife of 17 years. B, Canadian actor Ryan Reynolds. C, actor and New Zealander Lucy Lawless. Or is it D, all of them? Or E, none of them? And the bonus is, alrighty, at the end of the video, and I will post this in a second, at the end of the video, these words are offered, not by the singer, but these are spoken afterwards. From birth, all we ever truly want is
You just repeated 10, by the way, when you pasted it in.
No, that was
that
Susan.
wasn't me. For me,
Wait, why'd Susan do that?
11, the bonus. At the end of the video, these words are offered. Quote, from birth, all we ever truly want is for people to love us, whether we're black or white, businessmen or crack whores, satanic lesbians or self-mutilating homophobes, Barbara Streisand or Gary Coleman. It's what makes the world go around. So if you're out there, David Duchovny, why won't you love me? Why? Who says that? Which talk show host offers that epilogue? Your choices are Sally Jesse Raphael, Joan Rivers, Jenny Jones, Jerry Springer, Ricky Lake, or Rosie O'Donnell. Any questions?
I was serious.
Why?
There was no restraining order ever made
Okay,
about this?
so we can let's move forward with my vibe. We'll ask questions and comments later or share with your group and go to your rooms. I'm going to open them right now. Jane just came. Yay. Okay.
Hey, Jane.
Jane, the category is David Duchovny, Why Won't You Love Me?
Jane, run away, turn around.
Don't even read that.
Wow.
Don't even read it.
All right, so I'm going to put Jane in that same room. Wow.
And Prasanth?
So now you should be seeing a something on your screen that says Susan Gerbic has invited you to go to room 1. So just go ahead and click that. Oh, I guess he's
Okay,
gone.
wait a minute. Susan, do you where do you know Prasanth from?
No idea. He's a Facebook friend.
Excellent. I'm glad
I know
he's here.
nothing.
It's
No,
great.
I've never spoken to him before. I don't know who he is. He's
Woohoo!
not DSOW or anything.
Wonderful. Okay.
So enjoy. This is kind of a strange one for him to join on. Strange to be. Where in the heck did you come up with this? What? You'll tell us later, right?
Fox Mulder.
What the heck? Wait, what? Has anybody ever heard of this?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. You didn't watch it?
No, but there's a video.
I see
Oh,
David
this is the
Duchovny
song.
and of course I know X-Files, but what is this?
Yeah, I don't know.
Good. Okay, I thought it was just me.
Okay, this song, yeah, I'd never heard of it, but then I don't really follow
I never heard of the singer.
I don't know any of this. I know who
Which one is the answer Fox Mulder to? What number?
The 3.
Okay.
Oh, 3 is
we have 1 point.
No, I don't think this is right.
You
She
think
wants
Fox-
full name.
You think Fox was just a nickname?
I'm not sure, but she's asking for full name. I have a feeling it's like,
No, Fox Mulder's fine.
Okay.
Go get a cookie. You guys.
Thanks for your help.
Okay, so one.
I think I know one. I think this one here is Jerry Springer. You know how he does a little thing at the end of his show? I think they made it look like there was his show.
Okay.
So I think that's the answer.
Okay.
But I'm not 100%. If someone wants to tell me I'm wrong, go ahead.
Does anybody think 6 isn't brooding and comely to match Heathcliff?
Brooding and comely. That's the one that popped into my mind first. I was trying to think of. It's been a long time since.
B. Let's see now 9. Oh, I put.
We're talking. We're talking about Heathcliff.
Which one are we talking about?
We're not
6.
talking about the cat. We're talking about the.
Right. Wuthering Heights.
Wuthering Heights, yeah. And he was brooding and comely.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad you knew that. I just know Heathcliff is from Wuthering Heights because I saw it on Monty Python.
Oh. When she first read it, I actually thought of Heathcliff the cat, and I was trying to think, what?
Yeah.
Now in they do Wuthering Heights in Semaphore on in Monty Python.
He was definitely brooding and comely, though.
Good. I'm glad you knew that because I had no clue.
Played by Laurence Olivier, I believe, in the movie version.
Just for 9, I think B, kiss, debrief and debug me sort of makes sense in the context. But you know, I've never heard this song before. I'm just sort of
Come on, snub me, release the hearts and tug me, kiss and hug. Debrief and debug me sounds right, unless she's deliberately trying to mislead us.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start at the top and see what we're missing.
Yeah.
What was the release of the video?
Yeah. Well, yeah. You know it sounds like the singer wants to debrief debrief the guy.
Seems like somewhere in the 90s, but
when was the show run? And when did
it was 1990
to 99?
No, I think it was 93.
When did it
96
ended in 96?
There's 3 choices here on number 4.
Yeah.
90 to 99.
And
I think it's later. I think it started in 96.
And David Duchovny was not in the last couple of years. He left the show.
Right.
Yeah, because my kids were old enough to watch it, and
so when she was writing this song, would have been when he was still on the show.
It could have been right after he was off the show. It could have been while he was on it or after.
That's true.
So, but still, I would say.
I'm thinking.
How about 97?
That's what I actually wrote down 97 as like a knee jerk,
So we'll put 1997 for 1. Okay.
Who is Sharp, the singer?
Yeah, that's the person who wrote it. Sharp's debut album probably never went after that.
Yeah. It's not, so it's not B sharp.
Oh, that'd be clever.
Yeah.
Could be. Want to put that down? Because we don't know.
No, he said B sharp.
I know.
Get it?
Yeah, I do get it.
Fantasy and reality can blur or giddy.
If she did it on purpose, because that would be easy to make a joke about it. B. So the answer, fantasy and reality can blur. What's the name of an album? Those 3: Cheap and Evil Girl, Fantasy and Reality Can Blur, Giddy, Hot, and Excellent. I think the best one of those 3 is B, but it could be.
Well, she is blurring fantasy and reality, so
yeah. But Karen could have made that one up too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Could be.
They would never do that. That's evil.
So we think this one here at 4 is A.
I think it's C.
Whoa. You think it's C, huh?
Only because my kids were old enough to watch it, and Sterling was born in 91.
Oh, okay.
But it
And
ran till
I was
99.
divorced in 2002, and I think my kids were. I think the show was still on.
So it could be this one.
No, I think the show is still going. I
She's
mean,
trying to
even
talk
if
us
it's
out.
even if it ended in 2005, it's wait, they just had their 20th.
They had a reunion, but that sounds awful recent. They had a redoing of the show that didn't go very far.
The reboot.
A reboot,
Didn't they have a 25th anniversary recently or 30th anniversary? Like in the last 2 years?
That's what I mean. So wouldn't it be the middle one then?
I'm fine with going with the middle one. It just seems like I remember my kids were old enough to watch, and 90
But their kids
they
were-
wouldn't have been old enough.
In what year?
Well, Cass Sterling was born in 91.
Right, but this goes to 2002.
I know,
was he was watching it when he was 9.
I'm talking about when it began.
Oh,
I don't know. Put B. That's fine.
It could be the first one though, too. Yeah.
yeah.
Was he
that's what
watching
I
it
would
on?
have-
Was he streaming it on Netflix?
No. I remember we used to watch it. Yeah.
When it came on?
Mhm.
And
Every
how old was
episode.
he?
Well,
Your kid.
I don't even remember, but I
But
knew
was he a
had two-
toddler or was he a
I had 2
teenager?
kids, so I know it's not one. I know it's not A because I had 2 kids.
But how old were they when they were watching? Toddlers or teenagers?
Oh, they weren't teenagers. They were young.
So then it could be B.
Well, that's fine. Put B. That's fine.
Yeah.
I just thought it was.
I would guess B. The last one seems too recent to me because time goes by so fast.
So we're gonna.
We're
Well,
looking for
well, as time goes by is from way back.
So we're now number 5.
Where'd that go?
Roll a die. I don't know. They're all awful. God, this must be the world's awfulest song. I mean, my God, what the hell? Somebody
I
have
hope
a
she plays the video. I want to see the video.
But deep within
Is there a video or it's just a song?
Oh, there's a video.
Yeah, she said.
Yeah, I think it's the one that ends with the guy coming out acting like it was a episode of Jerry Springer. That's why I think the bonus is Springer.
I have no idea.
Maybe it's the watching the skies for a sign because they're always, looking for aliens and
Which one are you talking about?
deep within his the watching the sky for a sign.
Which number?
Oh, 5.
I don't see that choice. A, B, C. Am I missing something?
Under 5 where it says, here's just a few lyrics. My friends all tell me, girl, it's just a show, but deep within his eyes, oh, I see me rap. Oh, I thought that was a choice. Okay, never mind. So
Yeah,
I was
that's how bad it is. Yeah.
Those are the actual lyrics then, right?
Yeah, up
So
until
I
his
was
right.
right. So I was
Fill in the blank.
so my instincts were right. So that means I might be right.
What is the missing line? David, in the form
Fill in
of
the blank.
Duchovny floating above me.
Take me in with those eyes. I would say A. I don't know.
James is trying to remember the song really well.
Did you actually heard the song?
James, he sings it all the time.
I want to go with B because I think all the answers are B.
Oh.
I don't care.
That is
Jim, you have this song memorized too?
Never even heard it.
Both you guys are like,
I hope she
yeah.
plays it.
I sing it all the time.
So what's the answer? A, B, or C?
You said B. I don't care.
If no one cares, I'm going to go with B.
Okay, I really don't care.
But you're not on our team.
I am on your team.
Why would Leo?
The
why
last
would-
team I was on got 3 points.
I wonder if maybe that's her. Maybe that's her.
His sign and her sign.
Maybe that's her sign and his sign. Yeah, Leo and
Yeah.
Gemini.
It's more poetic. Take
Yeah.
me into those eyes sounds too romantic and sappy.
Yeah, and the one about the alien light is too obvious. That's right.
Yeah.
Leo means Gemini.
We got
American
a
Heathcliff,
brooding and charming. We
Charming
got
and Funny.
Plumley.
Oh, okay, you already got that.
So this one, number 7.
From those eyes I can't leave. Tell the devil to behave. That doesn't make sense. Give me what I crave. From those eyes I can't leave. Well, you can say I'm naive, but he told me to believe. Oh, God. I mean,
Do you blame me at all? It's a force to hear.
is there, Karen, is everybody taking this seriously and really trying to?
Yeah.
No.
Oh my God.
From the looks I receive, from
I
those
don't
eyes
have a
that
clue.
leave,
Maybe A
from
sounds
those
like it's a
eyes I
little
can't
more like
leave.
it rhymes a little bit.
Yeah.
How near done are you?
On 7.
So A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be B.
My bags are
yeah,
packed. I'm
But
ready.
it doesn't
for
quite
flight.
follow. I'm falling far from the looks I receive.
There
From
you
those eyes
go.
I can't
This
leave.
sounds like a John Denver song. My bags are packed, I'm ready to go. Oh, I can cry. Leaving on a jet plane.
Sitting like a mindless clone, wishing he would tap my phone. Kicking it and mind hella blown. Or it would be rad to be in that zone. Just to hear the breath of the man, the myth, the monotone.
Yeah, I like that one.
Okay, do see. I kind of like
Rad's a little too new, maybe. I don't know.
God. What is it going to be?
I think it's the monotone one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I put.
Because that's
what I
how he
put.
spoke in a monotone, and the rad is too recent or something.
I'm going to kill Scully. What is the missing line? I want you to, David Duchovny, I want you to love me.
Come on,
Come on and snug me. Release the heartstrings that tug me. Oh God, this is awful.
Me
I want you to love me.
debrief and debug me. I like B on that one.
Yeah, I like that one too.
You may be
be
spooky.
spooky.
I'll call you Pookie.
That's something me and my wife say.
Kiss and to hug me. Debrief and debug me. I like
That's the one we're
I like
going
that
with.
Yeah, B is
Yeah.
probably pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God, these are awful.
Yeah. Besides, it's really it sounds like Bree Sharp wants to debrief.
Yeah. Which of these celebrities appeared and are named in the credits for the video? I wouldn't want to have my name anywhere near this. So I think
I'm gonna say-
I think it's none of them.
No, I
Wife
think
wouldn't want to be in there.
I think it's all.
I bet it's all. Well,
Okay. Yeah, okay. If you all
Lucy Lawless was Xena.
Yeah. And his wife.
But
Tia.
Ryan Reynolds was awfully young back then too. I mean, he was he a
You might be right about that.
Okay, so 11, you think it's Jerry Springer. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think I've seen this video once, like the end of it, where he comes out and says, they made it look like it was an episode of the Jerry Springer show. So I think I've seen it once, but I didn't pay attention to the lyrics. I know Springer did that at the end of a video somewhere. It might not be this song, but I think that's my only inkling.
Why didn't you pay attention to the lyrics?
I just remember him coming out at the end of a
He
video.
never knew there was going to be a trivia
You know how
category.
at the end of every show he did, he would come out and try to put some logic and a little spin and be a nice guy after he's
Who?
just
Jerry
showed all these
Springer or
people.
David Duchovny?
Jerry Springer.
I've
At the
never
end-
watched Jerry Springer.
You
I
never
know
watched
what
his
it
shows?
is. They would throw chairs and stuff.
Yeah. He would do things just to be outrageous. There's a Netflix documentary on him. It's pretty good.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, how he went from being a nothing, and he was against all this stuff at first, but his people, producers and stuff, pushed him into it for the ratings, and he overcame Oprah. That was huge.
Okay, well, I put it on my list of things to look at least the trailer of.
Yeah, it was all right.
Don't watch.
Okay,
Don't
so
watch
have
too
so,
much.
so have we got one for everything there?
Yeah,
Yes.
believe it or not. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you guys for doing that.
I hope Karen shows
I had
the
a
video.
cookie. I went and got a cookie, Karen, because I couldn't handle it.
You gonna show the video, Karen?
I hope so.
I hope so.
She's keeping her mouth quiet. She's like,
Or at least a link so I can watch it later.
well, it's got to be on Netflix. I mean, YouTube.
Welcome back, everybody. Yay!
That was different.
I have to tell you,
That was different.
well, Susan, you say you want, how many times have I done categories where everybody gets tens? So I heard you when you said you wanted them to be a little more challenging. And I hope you guys had fun, but I really have to selfishly tell you, I need belly laughs right now more than ever. And I cracked up so much when making this category. So I don't know, it was good for me. Was it good for you? I don't know. We'll find out.
As long as you're having a good time. Hi, Jane.
Okay.
Hi.
So, but Prashant, you'll see that the categories vary greatly.
Yeah, they vary a lot.
Yeah, expect something entirely different next time.
I predict all tens.
All tens.
Okay. So number one, when was it released? Plus or minus 2 years. That it was released in 1999. It was copyrighted in 98 and released in 99. So if you got 97 to 2001, give yourself a point.
We got a point, you guys.
And so what about the title here? Now, more than one person said something about AI or generating. People, I used no AI for any of this. I made up all of the fake answers.
They were
Nice.
great, Karen. They were great.
No AI, that's part of the joy.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the fun bit, huh?
So what is the answer? The answer is a cheap and evil girl. I must say, though, that fantasy and reality can blur, and giddy hot and excellent are actually quotations on the Wikipedia page from the songwriter about the song. So that's where I pulled those. And of course, for number three, a lot of people knew this. Even if you didn't know the song, you knew that David Duchovny played Fox Mulder on X-Files.
Now you did ask for the full name, and we
I
have
did.
Fox William Mulder, so we are the only ones that get the point, I presume.
No.
I'm so sorry. I did mean Fox Mulder, but you get extra recognition and extra pats on the head. For
Everybody
that.
clapped
Carl,
for-
that
for
was
the team that Rob
Carl.
was
That
on.
was Carl. Knew that, of course.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Okay. You see, I didn't
That's
even
what I was
know
afraid of, but it doesn't matter.
I didn't know what I didn't know, you see. So there you go. That's okay. So what is number four was when did it air? Well, as Jane so astutely pointed out, it was very popular in reruns right away, so it's hard to pinpoint it. It was in fact 93 to 02.
Yeah.
B.
Those are the years of the original broadcast.
That's B and not D.
Oh, thank you. B and not D. Thank you. I think that was Avi's voice.
Yes.
Thank you. So that is B, 1990. There is no D. B, 1993 to 2002. Thank
And
you.
since these were special agents for the FBI, I have to mention that today Kash Patel was made the director, and he would have fired.
Okay, going on with my
He
category.
would have fired Scully.
Sounds like
Would have
that's
just fired Scully and kept Fox Mulder on for sure.
Sounds like something good for the break. Okay, so number five, what ridiculous line here? And again, I put in some things thinking about the previous, she's talking about looking up to the sky for a sign and the stars aligning. So there's some astronomy and there's some horoscope stuff in there. Again, bringing up the eyes. But in fact, it is A. In the alien light of the spaceship of love is the correct line.
We thought that was too obvious.
Yeah.
They're horrible. Okay, so then, American Heathcliff, hilarious to listen to you talk about Heathcliff the cat versus Wuthering Heights. And I deliberately put in charming and funny. So you would think of Heathcliff the cat, quiet and humbly, brooding and comely. If you know Wuthering Heights, you know that the answer is surely brooding and comely, a handsome gentleman and a man of.
I know Wuthering Heights in semaphore. That's all I know.
So then, what of these wonderful lyrics do we fill in with? My heart, I'm falling apart. Those eyes. Is it that I'm naive and he told me to believe? Because that was one of the hooks in the show, right? You believe. Do you blame me at all? It's a force, capitalized force. I hear the call. Or tell the devil to behave. Give me what I crave. One of his famous lines is, what, you want to ask the devil to behave? Which one of those is correct? It is A. Well, you can say I'm naive, but he told me to believe. There you go. Even Susan was groaning at these things.
Even Susan.
Okay. Number 8, which the bags are packed on the phone, wishing he would tap the phone. What goes in there? Is it lots of 90s slang in there? Were you convinced to be kicking it and my mind's hella blown and it would be rad to be in the zone? It in fact was C, just to hear the breath of the man, the myth, the monotone.
I was hoping you would have choice D, leaving on a jet plane.
There you go. Here we go. So again, this was not AI. This was my weird sense of humor with these lines of, I know you love me. I want you to love me. I'm going to kill Scully. Is it come on and snug me to rhyme with hug me? Come on and snug me, release the heartstrings that tug me, kiss and to hug me, debrief and debug me? Is it you may be spooky, but I'll call you Pookie? Now, Spooky was one of the nicknames he mentioned that someone said before, but in fact, it is kiss and to hug me, debrief and debug me.
We are good guesses.
We are too.
We guessed a lot of these. Good.
So again, those actors there, Tia Leone was in fact his wife. I'll tell you this now in the future. If I'm going to put a false statement, the entirety of the statement will be false. I will never put one little detail that's wrong. The entirety of the comment would be wrong. Tia Leone and David Duchovny were married for 17 years. Canadian actor Ryan Reynolds did appear on the TV show when he was very young.
Vincent knew that.
As did Tia Leone. And also actor Lucy Lawless of New Zealand, who was at the peak of her career with Xena Warrior Princess, also appeared on the show. So were they in the video? It makes sense that, one or all of them would be, right? But in fact, none of them were.
But I thought,
However,
I wouldn't put my name on that video.
However, there were in fact, Susan, 25 to 30 pop culture celebrities in the video.
Oh.
Big names. And so then who said the little epilogue at the end, which again was a joke. It was meant to be biting and make fun of the talk show host who was saying it. All of them were women but one, and the person who said it was Jerry Springer.
Hey.
Oh
my God.
Kevin knew it.
Okay, so
That's the only one I
I want to get you here is I want this is the Wikipedia page for David Duchovny, the song right there. I also want to share with you here this version, which is directed by Will Shivers. This is Bree Sharp performing the song in the 1999 video. That's the link I'd like to direct you to. And 2 more links. One is directed by Carolyn Jacks. This is Bree Sharp performing a cappella in the reboot version. And it was done in early 2016. And then finally, this is charming and a little cringy. David Duchovny is being a really good sport and seeming somewhat uncomfortable as Bree Sharp sings this to him, sings the song in his presence at a book release for his book Holy Cow in New York City about 10 years ago. So if you only watch one, watch that one. The end.
Yay, Karen. I learned a lot.
That's real trivia right there.
Okay, so oops. I hope you guys
Sorry.
got that turned off, you guys. All right,
Sorry, that was
what's the
me.
scores? Wow, YouTube shouldn't start playing as soon as you turn it. I don't understand.
Yeah.
There's a way to configure that.
But then
Oh,
how would
really?
you be able to rickroll somebody?
Oh, that's true. Okay, here's the scores. All right, so team one, atheist mathematicians. What do you got?
We somehow pulled this off with an 8.
Oh my God. All right. Brenda was a bird.
Somehow we got a 9.
Jeez. Karen, how much is that doggy in the window?
We also got a 9.
Jeez. All right, so Karen's on team. Canadian loonies are better than Washington, D.C. loonies. What do you got?
We got an 8, 7 in the bonus.
Oh,
8.
wow.
Karen, I thought you were going to give us a difficult category. 8.5. Wow. Damn.
Guessing. I
We know you
tried.
well. We figured out which ones.
All I have to say is at least it wasn't Keanu Reeves.
Oh, Karen, I tell you, Kat's going to be so sad. All right, so everybody look at the camera and take a picture real quick, okay? So this is the moment where we take a nice photo of everybody. Oops, wrong button. So brush up your smiles, and I'm going to take your photo. Okay, everybody look at the camera. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and I'll put that on my Facebook page.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Good night,
Abby.
Abby.
Break.
Okay, so this is the point where we take a 5-minute break, but I can leave the video running and the audio running. You guys can talk, and let's hear. You guys go for it. I will be right over here.
Okay,
It's
great.
about
Video and audio off.
It's about time for a break, eh?
There you go.
I'm trying to blend in with you Canadians.
Prasant, what is it there? Is it about is it what, like about 3 in the afternoon?
What? Where are you talking about?
Prasant,
Yeah. No, it's
you're muted, friend.
It's more.
Hello.
Hi.
It's pretty close to 12 hours off.
Well, I bet he can tell us.
Yes.
It's Friday.
Hyderabad, in India, Hyderabad city. I'm staying here. So I'm a student who is preparing for government exams, and I just want to, I'm across seeing your posters and pictures on the internet, and you are some of in my friend list. So I always want to join with you. What these people are doing, I just joined today.
So you are friends through the skeptics community, through the Wikipedia, through the Psychons?
Yes.
Great. I'm on the west coast of North America. I'm in California.
Okay, thanks.
Aaron, are you coming up?
Yeah. We've got a few who are just a little east of that. Like, let's see, 2, let's see, 2 who are in the Western Mountain Time Zone. At least 2. So 1 hour ahead of the Californians.
I'm on the East Coast.
Who is on Mountain Time?
Me.
Both Jim.
Oh, right. That's right. You are.
Yeah.
I'm on East Coast, New York City time.
Wow, it's very late where you are. Holy moly.
It's 11:21.
Yeah.
In India, right now it is 9:50 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah, like.
So it's Friday, so you can tell us the future?
It's Friday.
It's only Thursday here.
Yeah, what's the lottery number?
What part of India did you say?
South India, which is Hyderabad.
Hyderabad. Oh, I love Hyderabad.
I was in India in the 1970s. It's very different now, I understand.
Yeah, 1970s. Okay.
It was a long time ago.
Oh, I just came back. Oh, you're from Hyderabad?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, I've been there many times. I was working in Hyderabad. And I
Okay,
was
where? Hyderabad. For which company?
Siemens, a division of Siemens.
Uh-huh,
And
okay.
then,
Nice.
I used to work in Dehradun in the north.
Dehradun. Okay.
Which is nice. Yeah, we almost retired. We almost moved to Dehradun to retire.
Do you like Hyderabad?
Yeah, beautiful. Food was excellent. Food was good.
The
Big city.
structures, Charminar. Did you see Charminar?
I don't know. I don't remember. God, I don't remember. I've been to India. I think
What are the places did you What are the places did you visit here then?
Well, I've been
in
through
Hyderabad?
I can't remember. I've been through I spent a lot of time in Bangalore. That's where all the companies are. In Bangalore and Mumbai and Delhi and Dehradun, everywhere. And then so I've been to India about 15, 20 times. And then I took my wife for a holiday in between my business. So we went to Jaipur and Ahmedabad.
Okay.
I went to Ahmedabad like a day or couple days before the earthquake in Ahmedabad, but we avoided it. But it was fun. India is beautiful.
As is your habit. So Jamie visits places, and then as he leaves, disaster strikes. We've had trivia categories on that.
It's exactly right after I left Ahmedabad. Yeah, that's when the
Fortunately,
earthquake
he
hit.
hasn't been to India in enough time that
Yeah.
he doesn't have to worry
North to
about
New
it.
Jersey. Stay away from New Jersey, please.
Yeah. But India was fun. I enjoyed working there. It was a lot of fun. I was going every year. I was going once or twice a year for a long, long time.
Prashant, I missed the beginning of this. How did you find out about this group?
Actually, I have one of I used to see the skeptic community, and I find two of friends here. She's Susan Gerbic and one of and also Susan Gerbic is my in friend list. So I used to follow her post or something like that. She used to put the screenshot on her wallpaper. So skeptic community here in India, it is mostly religious influenced. So we people, I don't know till scientific temper till age of 25. So actually, it is here in a community which is a skeptic community. So I would like to interest in this. So I'm interested in this.
Do you know Abhijit Chanda?
Yeah.
You know his YouTube channel?
Yeah, yesterday or day before yesterday, I just have a look on that and I just subscribed it. Some of you discussed many more topics on that. I just checked it.
I've invited him to play this game, and he hasn't ever shown up.
I just want to with you people and how people are discussing what is discussing. I just want to know. That's the only motto.
Yeah, I mean, some of us are from the skeptic community. Not everybody here is. Friends of people from the skeptic community also, but
that's
yeah.
okay. You people are just discussing, laughing. I like this.
Well,
we need a lot of laughing.
We need it
to do a
right
lot of
now.
laughing.
We need lots of laughter now because there's so much sadness, so much stress, so much harm to people.
Exactly.
And then we can, I think, sustain our energy to spend so much time organizing protests, being on the phone, doing volunteer work with legal organizations. It's protecting people in our local communities that are very vulnerable. It's really,
Yes,
it's
I
really
think
bad.
I think you people already know about India's, president, prime minister rule. Is also is intolerant about questioning things. Is always like, now you are people witnessing Trump rule just started. So they won't allow the question. Okay, they are like that mindset.
Yeah,
So
it seems to
you
be
used to
something
always worry.
sweeping the world.
Right.
Right. So we're back. Thank you guys for having a nice little break. I went and washed my dishes.
So another thing that I did recently that was a nice break, I saw a wonderful movie last night.
What was that?
A Complete Unknown, the movie about Bob Dylan. And it was glorious in every way. Beautiful music, beautiful acting, beautiful production, beautiful photography, beautiful sets.
Good
But
cast.
what really and cast, beautiful, and what really struck me was how appropriate the protest lyrics in the songs are to today.
Is this something that you would see at the theater, or is this
striking.
something that's on Netflix?
I saw it
or
in the
what?
theater.
Okay. I've not heard of
You
it.
can
It
you can stream it for $20.
Leonard, I finally saw Wicked, and almost every few minutes there was something that resonated with today's politics about what was
Yeah.
going on in Oz.
Yay
Leonard,
to the artists. Yay to the artists trying,
Yeah.
everybody pushing. Just like we had the category about them trying to do anti-Nazi messages in comedy with the Three Stooges and the Marx Brothers, the artists. Everybody has to push from every angle.
Yeah,
All right, so what do we
Leonard,
have?
I was putting together my a playlist of End Times Blues songs, and I had to stop myself. Like, okay, I'm putting way too many Bob Dylan songs in here. This isn't a Bob Dylan playlist.
Yeah. It's easy to get a lot of them in there.
All right, so coming back from our break, what have we got? Any announcements that need to be announced? Rob, you have anything?
Yes, coming this Monday, February 24th, or that would be Tuesday in India, I think, at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Who do you trust when misinformation becomes the official health policy? Featuring Andrea Love will be our guest on recovering from religion. So
that
yes,
should be fun.
really timely talk. Yeah, I actually got in touch with her, and just as RFK Jr. was approved is when she decided to change the tenor of her talk. So yeah.
That's Monday. And the
I
link
can't
is in the
imagine
chat,
why.
you guys. Anybody else have anything? I don't have anything announced at the moment. I don't think, since the last time I saw you guys.
We've got to sing happy birthday to Jane.
Oh, that's right. We can't forget happy birthday to
Oh,
Jane.
that's
Don't
right.
forget. Thank you for reminding me. I have all the videos up from the.
You look so excited,
Did we
Jade.
just come back from on?
My birthday was so long ago.
No. You skipped out
Don't
last
get
time.
out of it that
out.
easily,
You
Jane.
can't get
You're
away
a
with
whole
that,
new work,
Jane.
Jane. You can't get out of it. You're a
Is there
whole nother
anything
year
else?
older.
Do we really want to show Protha how good we are at singing?
Yeah, we do.
Do you want to
So our
mention
next,
Carl's
the next
shout
step-
out? Do you want to mention Carl's shout out in the that you posted?
Oh yeah, the new magazine, thank you. The new Skeptical Inquirer is out. This is the newest episode. It's got a lot of great stories in it. I've read part of them, but there's several in here. But one of them is like several people were asked to write. Well, we were voluntold to write some bits about Psychon. It does take a while for these to come out. And Adrian wrote this one section that was about, a lot of people we know, but one of the things was the Sunday papers. And then there is the photo there. And also that has Karl, it has Rob Palmer and myself in it. Also in the, what's that? The whole section on Psychon, it was really kind of fun to see that. So if you were to have the magazine in front of you, you can come down and get it, Karen. I have an extra copy for you if you want. This is page 6 at the very top of here. It says all photography by Karl with a K. So he did all the photography as
Thank
well.
you, Karl.
He even has a photo of somebody. I don't know whose photo that is, but I don't think it's Karl's photo. Whose
What,
photo
a
is
picture
that
of me?
you?
I took the picture of me.
You did?
That's me taking a picture of myself looking in a mirror.
Oh, you little snot. I was going to say, did I take that picture?
I think he cropped it out so you can't tell it's a mirror. The original photo, you could tell it was a mirror.
What page is that on? Oh, there it is. Page 9. There's a photo here of Karl taking a picture of, and so that's a great little self photo, little self thing. But anyways, it's a nice
the original
little,
kind of selfie.
yeah. So this is the newest edition. You could pick this up in some places, I guess, but it's got a lot of great stuff on here. My favorite stuff is always the ghosty stuff. Harry Houdini debunked claims of Abraham Lincoln's spiritualism. I love that. Joe Nickel did an article, Ben Radford's article. Those are my favorites, is the stuff that's the claims of the paranormal. But if you look carefully on page 5, this is a surprise to me. It's a little poem to Mark Edward, to my love, Edward, from Joe Nickel.
That's a beautiful poem. I had no idea he was a poet.
I had
Yeah,
no
Joe
idea.
was,
Well, I
Joe
know he,
really had a range of talents.
he sure was very
Yeah.
talented. So I didn't know there was going to be a little poem. It was really nice to see another tribute to
What
Mark
page is the
Edward.
poem on?
5, lower right.
Okay.
So that was very sweet. So anyway, that issue is just out. It comes out every 2 months. So yeah, so it was a lot of fun. All right. So
Oh, I have one more thing. So just literally right before I signed on here, I submitted a story for AIPT Science for February. Every year, they do Darwin Day month / whatever. He posts one thing a day if he can, which is people who write different stories about science. So mine is on, he wanted me to do disclosure because there's this website which is about to release their newest article on alien disclosure is imminent. So my article, I'm not sure what the name is going to be because Russ always changes the name, but basically, is alien disclosure imminent? And in order to make a link so I could show people what kind of nonsense is online, I actually spent an inordinate amount of time today looking at Instagram reels, and I put it together into one about 3-minute, maybe 5-minute video, a series of alien disclosure claims from Instagram. It is freaking
it's scary out there, you
I'm
guys.
sorry, you lose brain cells by watching this, but it's out there if you want to.
There's a lot of scary stuff going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Susan, one of them you have to listen to. It's a woman who's a psychic, medium, and alien channeler all in one. And she's giving us information about, what's about to happen on disclosure any day now.
Any day now. Any day now. I sent a video, I put it up on Facebook of, I thought of Rob immediately. It was a conference for the Mandela effect.
Mandela effect, yeah.
I can't even believe that there's I can't even believe that there's a conference.
The funny thing is they all go to the wrong city because they remembered it being in the wrong place.
So does everyone disagree about what happened at the conference?
I don't know. We only saw a clip that somebody did. So there will be a skeptic camp in Los Angeles. I hope anybody who can get there will go to this. It's 7th and 8th of March coming up. We will have Jaron, who is a flat earther who's apparently changed his mind after he went to the Antarctica. So that should be fascinating. I've been talking to Barry about getting somebody to interview him for their channel, and maybe somebody to interview him for an article. But I want to check out this guy and see that because he had some strange beliefs before. I don't know where he is now. But
you want me to do that? I got an opening for my, a conversation with series. I haven't.
Yeah,
done
well, I was thinking of you, Rob, and I asked Barry, and he said I could see a video and an article coming out. I asked him if he had somebody in mind that he thought immediately of that would have something to do with the flat Earth. I don't know. I didn't know. I don't.
Well,
think
just because he's no longer a flat earther doesn't mean he's abandoned all his other nutty
exactly, because I know he was anti-vax, so I don't know if he's changed his mind. But I'm going to see him on the 8th, and I'm going to check him out. And
wear a mask.
If the guy has
right,
if the guy has changed his mind and he's now,
vaccinated,
then, I'd like to see that. But his,
I think he's.
What?
Sorry, I was going to say I think he's still like a Sandy Hook truther. I think he's still problematic.
He might
in other
be.
ways.
And I don't
Oh,
know.
he's problematic in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Well,
the point is that he's willing to talk to listen
about this, right?
Right,
Prasant,
and I want to be
know,
welcoming to him.
Prasant, do you know what we're talking about this guy that was a flat earther who went to Antarctica?
Flat Earth.
Believed the earth was flat. And then he went to Antarctica.
and
There
saw
was-
that the sun
Flat
didn't
Earth.
set.
There was
Flat Earth
somebody
guy.
that
One at a
financed
time, one
Chris.
at a time, folks, the audio.
No,
There
you're
was a-
asking about a flat Earth guy.
Yeah, this man went to Antarctica. He believes the earth is flat, and now he's changed his mind.
Finally.
That's
So
good.
it's
Now,
a positive.
lastly, finally, he came to know. Oh,
I don't know. I don't know exactly. I'm going to meet him in a couple months. I'm going to share this with you guys. This is the Skeptic Camp LA. And we have in here he is, Jaron. And he has a
Jaron.
lot of subscribers on YouTube. And it says here,
Good,
through his
well-
platform, he challenges misconceptions and encourages genuine inquiry, proving that the pursuit of truth should always follow the evidence wherever it leads. And he says he's
Yeah,
now
right.
committed to
Oh.
bringing science to those who doubt it. So I don't know
Uh-huh.
if that's everything or just in the flat earth. I will find out.
So I've been following this final experiment thing just through
how
Simon
would
and
he-
Dan. And the question is he one of the people who is now being lambasted by the
Yes.
people who still believe
Yes.
Earth is
Yes.
flat?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Absolutely.
It is very hard to
I'm
find
you were
getting
saying
a new
something
doubt
like
there.
that.
What was
Prasant,
that?
can you repeat that, Prasant? It kind of, we didn't hear it.
I'm getting a new doubt then. I know how can this guy prove a man landed on the moon? Now he has to go to the moon or what?
Very good question.
Maybe. Okay, so before
Hey,
we
that
go
picture,
back
that
to
picture behind me is from somebody hovering just past the edge.
so
How can be the edge? You know, that's what.
Well, there's actually a simple answer to that. They also don't believe we went to the moon. They don't think anything orbits the Earth. They don't think there is anything in space. Most of them believe there's a dome over the Earth with the celestial bodies projected on it by some advanced technology. That's the answer to that.
so
Really?
he's definitely being
Never heard of
attacked.
that.
Oh, yeah.
And
And he's being attacked, and the people who are left are saying that it was all fake. Again.
Right. So that's all he's getting is hate, 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 which is interesting
And
because
he's changed his mind anyway, so we need to encourage that.
yes, and I want to make sure everybody's and I know everybody will be polite and welcoming to him when we see him in March. And I'm looking forward to meeting him. I just friended him. I had meant to friend him and I'd forgotten. Okay. So now we're going to do something that we do only once in a while. And that is we're going to sing happy birthday to one of the people on who's here. And that's Jane. Now, for those of you who have not been through one of our happy birthday songs, I want you to understand that the idea is if you feel like singing off key or at a different rate or too fast, too slow, that's fine. Because it's all about the beauty, the inner beauty of our feeling for our friend here who's had a birthday. So we're gonna do a round of happy birthday for Jane. And because Jane's here for that, right, Jane? I knew you were here for
I can't
that.
wait. I
Okay.
can't wait.
So everybody ready? I'll start
Oh,
out.
we're ready.
Okay. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday
to
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
dear Jane.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday to
More.
and
Get out
many
of
more.
this song.
I love it. Thank
The world's
you.
worst birthday song in the world.
My
Okay.
birthday all
So
over again.
glad.
Yeah,
you.
so
So
she's
glad
looking
it's
forward
over
to
again.
another that encourages
Skeptic
everybody
wishes
to
to
have
you
another.
many more happy trips around the sun, Jen.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so now Peggy, you're up. I hope you have something for us that's interesting.
It's different.
Oh no.
Another different one.
Another
But I
different
think it's an easy one. So, you know.
Oh yeah.
That's really
I don't want to
dangerous.
curse it or anything,
That
but I
means
think
threes
it's
and
easier
fours.
than
You cursed us.
That does curse it.
the non-countries. So it's just a mystery category with a theme. The theme's pretty easy once you get it.
Keep saying it.
They're all easy if you know
More
them.
curses.
Yeah,
They're all easy if you know them.
Okay, I'm putting them in two at a time. Number one, This singer-songwriter was born in 1936 and is described as one of the biggest songwriters of the 50s. He wrote a Broadway score for a musical based on Mark Twain's Huck Finn and got a Tony for Best Score. He died of lung and throat cancer in 1992 at the age of 56. He was inspired to write his biggest hit by a hobo he saw at an airport in Boise.
My dad called them hobos too. That was so funny.
Yeah, so did mine.
That was the
Yep.
time. It means homeward bound.
Oh, is that right?
It's
I
good.
didn't know that.
Oh,
Very good.
Number
Karen.
2, this American playwright and actor was born in 1939. He won the 1973 Pulitzer Prize for Drama and the Tony Award for the Best Play for that championship season. He was nominated for an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor for playing a priest in The Exorcist. And then I'm going to try to do 3 this time, and I think they'll fit. Whoopsie.
Fear of Christ compels you. I mean,
Number 3, this American playwright and screenwriter was born in 1915. He also won a Pulitzer and a Tony Award for his most famous play, Death of a Salesman. Elia Kazan's testimony and naming names at the Huoc hearings inspired this playwright to go to Salem and research the witch trials for his play, The Crucible. Number 4, this snarky comedian and actor was born in 1953. He was a cast member of Saturday Night Live from 1985 to 1991. He is a conservative and supported Donald Trump. Number 5, what is the title of the Henry James novella about this protagonist written in 1878? It concerns the courtship of 2 expatriate Americans. The female protagonist is flirtatious and flouts the mores of the other American expatriates. The courtship goes nowhere and death from malaria ensues.
That's horrible.
Happy little story. Ugh. But it fits the category, so that's cool. That's what we really need. Copy, pasty paste. Now we're on 6. This English actress was born in 1981. She started as a model, then went on to appear in the films Layer Cake and Alfie. She gained notoriety for her on-off relationship with Jude Law. Number 7, this American big band conductor, arranger, composer, and trombone player led a best-selling recording band from 1939 to 1942. He died at age 40 in December of 1944 in a plane crash while crossing the English Channel to join his orchestra for a show in Paris on Christmas Day. Number 8, this revisionist Western film directed by Robert Altman was released in 1971. The only music for the film consists of 3 Leonard Cohen songs and some church music. That was 8. And then we've got 9 and 10 and a bonus even. Be okay, we've got 8. No.
9.
We got 8. 9. 9. This former NBA player was born in 1965 and played his entire professional career for the Indiana Pacers. He was known for his precision 3-point shooting and got the nickname Nick Killer. He played in college for UCLA. His sister is also a famous former basketball player and won a gold medal at the 1984 Olympics. Number 10, this 1990 neo-noir film directed by the Coen brothers starred Gabriel Byrne, Marcia Gay Harden, John Turturro, and Albert Finney. And the bonus is give the name of number 9's famous athlete sister. So then you only need a first name. Alrighty then. Questions? Ready for your rooms?
Yeah.
All right. Go enjoy.
I'm just here for the PowerPoint.
I don't have the
It's too
vaguest
early for
clue on any of. I have no idea on any of these.
Oh, me either.
No, but I'm happy to have learned that hobo is for homeward bound. That's pretty interesting. Okay, so Deborah, they're all up for you. She's crying. She's busy crying.
Do you know them, Deborah?
Can you
I'm
read
not
them out?
sure my
You're on
screen.
mute, Deborah.
Can you see my
Deborah's
screen?
muted.
Yeah.
Yeah, we see your
Sorry,
screen, Gail.
Yes.
All right, Deborah, you're up.
I don't know any of these. What do you what?
You were
I
the
don't know
last
any
to
of
say,
these.
not it.
Not it.
Sorry. Gail and Leonard and I already claimed that.
Does anybody know any of them? I don't know any of them.
Absolutely nothing. I mean, I've heard of some of these movies.
I'm sure we've heard of these people at some point. I
I'm
mean,
not sure I've heard of the people.
we
heard of the
probably
movies,
have.
but
Okay, let's think about this a second. We should be able to come up with this. Now that Peggy's gone, we don't have a clue. Well, when Peggy's here, I'm like, oh, let's concentrate. Okay, let me think. All right, a singer songwriter born in 36, so it'd be like Steve Allen's age, I guess. One of the biggest songwriters of the 50s. So that Gershwin?
Are we talking about the first one
No,
here?
yeah, it can't be Gershwin. He didn't die of lung and throat cancer.
No.
And
he wasn't not at 56.
No, he was 30 something. Okay, so is there anything in number one that helps us to figure this out? It'd be an old man, a songwriter. How about Hammerstein and what's his name?
Rogers.
Rogers and Hammerstein.
They're old, right? They were old men.
Hammerstein did lyrics. He didn't write music.
Okay, could either of those names be helpful? Rogers? Okay, put Rogers, because that's a name. All right, number two. Okay, we're looking for an American playwright and actor who's born in 39. Another one that's really old. Okay, so he won a Tony
He wasn't
Award.
old when he was born.
Well, so this would have been somebody who was on the Broadway.
I have another strange thought. What about Ziegfeld? Ziegfeld went from his Follies into Broadway and was very big in Broadway in that era.
Okay, that's.
Unless you have a better, I don't. I have no
weird
idea. Enough.
I'm fine. So did anybody see The Exorcist and remembers who the actor was who played the priest? Because I didn't.
I remember the movie, but I never paid enough attention to actors.
He was a heavy white man.
I don't ever pay attention to the names of actors.
I know, me too. I'm the same way, Gail.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm the same way too.
An old actor that would have lived until the 70s when The Exorcist is around. We're doing great, Peggy. We're zooming out there. We're
going for the golf score.
I'm so sorry.
If team one with the new guy is doing like amazing, then
so I think number 3 may be the easiest one on there. If you know anything about drama.
Okay.
How are we doing about that?
All right,
I'm going to recognize it when I hear it, but I don't remember.
Thank you so much,
what it is.
Peggy.
Okay.
It didn't help, huh?
All right.
Oh, how about number 4? Number 4 is more topical and,
Go away, Dad. Go away.
I'm not helping him.
No. Okay. So we don't
hurts to watch.
It is very hard. So number 2, it would be a very old actor. That thing comes to mind. Okay. 3. This is a very, very, very old actor. Now, Death of a Salesman, I
can't come up with it.
I read the book. I read the play.
Death of a Salesman.
Very sad.
Who was that? That should be something we'd all remember, but
I will remember. I will know. I do not know how to pull it out of my head when I hear it.
Yeah, you'll go. Oh,
he wrote the. Wait. I'm leaning. It was it Arthur Miller?
Yes. Arthur Miller
Okay.
wrote Death of a Salesman.
Oh my God. I can't see the book. It's way over there, but I do vaguely remember Arthur Miller. Okay. He married Marilyn Monroe, right?
Well, along with everybody else.
I was gonna say, get in line.
Maybe that's the mystery. They've
Oh, they
all
were
had
all.
Marilyn Monroe.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe if we figure out the theme, maybe it'll make sense. Okay, number 4, a snarky comedian and actor. So he
He's a
would be
conservative.
he'd be about 74, no, 71 now.
He'd be
A little
he'd be
younger than
70.
that.
Yeah, 71.
72. He'd be 71
Somewhere
or
around that.
72.
Okay, he's was in Saturday Night Live.
And he supported Trump. Who was that?
I've forgotten that period of
I
time.
never watched Saturday Night Live. It's on too late.
I like it. I've been watching. I used to watch it, but then when politics, once the election happened, I've stopped watching all that because it's all too political. All right, 5. Henry
The 50th
James
anniversary
Novella.
show was fun.
Yeah, they could be fun. Okay, concerns the courtship of 2 expatriate Americans. Oh, could it be Anna Karenina?
Why not?
Why not? I never saw that.
It's a book. It could be Anna Karenina.
I've heard of that.
I've read it, but I don't know if she dies of malaria. I thought there was a
So
brain
the answer to number 4 is Dennis Miller.
Who's that?
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Are they all Millers?
And they're probably all Millers.
Yeah, okay. Dennis Miller.
He
I
said the
remember
theme
him.
was gonna be easy.
Yeah, so there were a lot of so I just watched the 50th anniversary SNL special.
Well,
And
that
they made a
means
lot of
Ziegfeld
fun
is
of Dennis
wrong,
Miller.
so we need a Miller up there.
Oh, Ziegfeld's real name might have been Miller.
Roger Miller?
Who's that? Roger
Actually, I
Hammerstein?
think that no, Roger Miller is like trailers for sale or rent.
Sing
it,
Deborah,
sing it.
Full of rent. I ain't
Yeah, that's
got no cigarettes.
But that's Roger Miller. Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to number 2. Can we think of an actor whose name is Miller?
Not me.
Mike Miller, Joe Miller, Charles Miller,
It's got to be a guy, right? Because he played a priest.
Joey Miller. 1939. Most common names would have been Robert, Charles, Frank.
Well, I don't think it was Henry.
Henry Miller? Is there a Henry Miller?
Well, there is, but
Why not?
I don't.
It's a real person. That's the start.
It's a real person, but there's an art gallery in Big Sur named after him. It doesn't sound like a kind of person that would have.
Okay. So
And
number
Anna
5,
Karenina has to be wrong.
it can't
so we
be
need a
Anna
Miller.
Karenina. And it couldn't have been Anna Karenina now anyway, because they were Russians. I wasn't thinking. Okay. So Miller.
A Miller who's Russian?
No, it can't be.
No.
It can't be Anna Karenina. 2 expats.
It's a novella. So we
Yeah,
need a title.
don't know that one.
Miller that has the word Miller in it. Nothing's coming to mind.
English actress.
This must really hurt Peggy to watch us.
Killing me.
She's like, in her mind, she's screaming the answer.
Yeah.
Okay,
But now you know the theme, so all these questions are going to be better.
Okay, number 6.
No, they won't.
English actress was born in 81. She started as a model and went on to appear in the films I Have Never Heard of Alfie or Layer Cake. She was with Jude Law. So her name is
Ms. Miller.
1981. Common names: Allison, Jennifer, Ashley. No, that's a little like the 90s.
Sarah
Miller.
Okay. I don't know.
I'm just naming names that are common for somebody born in
I'm just
1981.
writing the name that somebody said, so we have an answer there.
Okay. So now question 7. This is a big.
Is this Glenn Miller?
Yeah. Glenn Miller. Yeah.
Oh, Glenn
Yeah,
Miller.
the Miller was enough to
Yeah,
extract
yeah.
that from the
It's
depths of
the
my
big band
rattled
guy.
brain.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
between the big
Awful
band
Night
and the
Christmas.
between the big band and the Miller, that was enough.
Okay, so now we need a film.
And I'm going to be a stickler. There are 2 N's in Glenn.
That's right.
Okay, so can you think of a film, a Western film?
No.
It's a musical. You like musicals.
Yeah,
I mean, Leonard, you love musicals, so
I love musicals.
I do too.
Miller.
But I don't know. I can't think of a musical with a Miller involved.
Well, there's just 3 Leonard Cohen songs and some church music. So what
it's not much of a musical.
And it's written by or directed by Robert Altman.
Right.
Oh man.
But what's the question?
What's the movie?
Is that
yeah, what's the film? It's a Western.
The name of the so it's got a by the old mill pond or something.
I don't.
It would probably be somebody's name, like Sheriff Miller or something. You know, it'd be like
not necessarily because it's the title of the film. So by the old mill pond might be very well what it is, right?
Well, it would have to be a Miller.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Miller.
Yeah.
So how about I Married a Miller? I married Joan. What a girl, what a world, what a life.
I don't remember any basketball players that are named Miller.
I hardly remember any basketball players.
Well, yeah, there's that too, but and his sister was a gold medal in the Olympics.
Okay, here's the basketball player.
Yeah, not a
His
clue.
name was Miller.
Okay, so now what do we got? Somebody born in 65. Robert, John, Steve. Professional career.
I don't know any basketball players' names.
Well, we know
Michael Jordan.
Miller.
1984
It's
Olympics.
It's not Shaq, and it's not.
Not Michael Jordan. It's not Larry.
Could it be Michael Miller? Is there a Michael Miller somewhere?
I don't know.
There is now.
Okay. And his sister's name is, oh, wait. Okay, number 10. All right, 1990 film. I have no idea who these people are.
It's because of the Coen brothers. Those are all obscure films.
So another film.
No, they're not all. Depends on your definition of obscure.
Obscure in my world, maybe not
my
in
world
yours.
too. Miller. My Dog Miller. Miller.
Neo-noir film.
I Married a Miller.
You already used
Murdered a Miller. The Murder of Miller Road. The Miller at River Creek.
The Murder at the Miller? At the Miller?
The Miller at the Murder.
The Miller's Murder.
Miller in a Row.
You got
how many times? How could you use Miller if it's not somebody's name? How would you use it in a? Okay, now the sister's name is what? Female name.
Ms. Miller.
How about Michelle Miller?
Maybe they're twins, Michael and Michelle.
Michelle's a common name in that era.
Well, we just need a female name.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if it was Michelle? Okay,
It would be hilarious.
a movie.
Michelle, my belle.
Miller, the Cruise. No. Miller. The Miller on the Roof. Oh, sorry.
That's a Fiddler.
We're looking
That's
for
a musical.
names.
It's not Fiddler on the Roof. It's the Milliner at the grinder.
It's a Miller, not a Miller.
The Miller on the Roof.
The probability with two athletes with that are famous athletes, and one of them is in basketball, is that we're looking for white people common names. We should be looking for black people common names.
I don't know.
I
black
know.
common names, except Michael's a common name in African American.
Is that okay?
Michelle is
But is
too. You know
Michelle?
Michelle Obama, don't you?
Yeah, but that's
Who's
unusual,
she?
isn't it?
Who's Michelle Obama?
Come on, I'm coming up with the name of a movie. I'm trying to jog your guys' memory. Come on, think. We need two of them. Miller. It's a Miller day. Miller. Have a
It's
Miller.
Miller time.
It's time for a Miller.
The man and the Miller. The man with the Miller hat.
we extracted Glenn Miller out of my brain. That's enough for me.
I'll say he's going to cause you.
Good job.
Does this have something to do with alcohol? Like it's Miller time or something like that? I don't know.
It was very painful watching my own team, and I apologize to my own team. The rest of you were in a little better shape, I think.
We didn't do very much.
Apology not accepted.
Yeah.
About beer?
Yeah, it's all Miller.
Vincent
and
is
Yay,
psychic.
Peggy.
Vincent, you're a psychic.
you all got that part,
Yep,
I think.
we did.
Okay, number 1 is Roger Miller.
King of the road.
Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug.
The hobo theme was
Hang me. Hang me.
the good thing, the good clue there.
Hang me.
Okay, number 2 is Jason Miller.
What else has he been in?
Not much, almost nothing. He was mostly a playwright. He just happened to do this part.
He was
I
in
think he-
Rudy.
Yeah, he was in a couple other films, but not many. And he was really good as Father Karras. And Rob mentioned that he hadn't seen this film. This is a great film. It holds up. If you see it now, it's
I
still
haven't
good.
seen it. Not all the way
Still
through. I
good.
was too young, and I never got a chance to go back and watch it.
Although for skeptics, it's kind of harder to watch. But when I saw it, I was kind of recently out of the church, and it scared the shit out of me.
It's really hard to watch for
No.
people who work on for people who work on a helpline like me when we get people calling in who believe that shit.
Oh,
It's good. Yeah, and it's really well done version of that possession thing. Number 3 is Arthur Miller. Married
Mr.
Marilyn
Monroe.
Monroe for a while.
I have that exact book. That book cover you have right there. I have that exact.
Oh
book.
wow!
I was trying to look on my bookshelf, and then all of a sudden the name Arthur Miller popped into my head.
So
Oh,
who
good.
snuck into Susan's house to take a picture of the cover of the book?
Thank God, because Susan was on my
Because
team.
there's only one person that has that book.
Number 4, I think the biggest clue there was Snark. There's Mr. Snark himself,
I don't know who that is.
That's who that.
Dennis Miller.
I'm surprised
got-
he's a supporter of Trump.
He's
Oh,
always been
no,
a
that's
huge
him.
libertarian.
Yeah, he's pretty
Littered.
flaky.
Do that way.
Number
Daisy
4 was
number
because there had to
oh.
be one nobody could get unless you were
Daisy.
an English major. So that's Daisy Miller.
I read that.
Somebody
Never
read
heard of it.
that. There you
I
go.
read it, but I read it, but I couldn't think of the title.
I
Yeah.
have never heard of this.
Look at that outfit.
This was actually a
Woohoo.
movie that Bogdanovich made with his then wife. What's her name? The
Mrs.
blonde.
Bogdanovich.
Mrs. Bogdanovich.
Peter.
Number 6 is Sienna Miller.
Got that.
Good.
Wow.
She's not
Never heard
that
of her.
famous, but she's been around. Number 7, I saw some people get Glenn. Thank you so much. I
With
mean,
the
we're
two
all-
ends, thank
We
you.
got that.
Thank you, Leonard.
Got that one.
I wouldn't give you no point for one in, honestly. But
We
number
wouldn't tell
8
you.
is McCabe and Mrs. Miller.
Never
Got
heard of it.
that.
This movie was the inspiration for the whole category because it was on Tia Turner recently, and I had never seen it, and it was really interesting and good. It's a good film.
Huh.
Number 9 is Reggie Miller.
Kevin.
Yeah, he was on a Netflix movie just the other day.
There you go, Reggie. I thought he was famous enough, even though it is a sports category, but apparently not. Number 10 is Miller's Crossing.
Excellent.
Never
got that?
Good film.
That was a movie?
Never heard of it.
What's the movie? There's
Well, I'm glad that we
right
didn't
there.
get it because I mean, I'm glad that
You had to
I've
like
never heard
Coen
of it
Brothers
because I'd feel
films.
really bad if I'd heard of it and then
Oh, really?
then
Okay.
I just couldn't pull it out of my head.
It's a Coen Brothers are very niche, so
Yeah, if you like Coen Brothers, you will have heard of it. But okay, and the final one is Cheryl,
Oh,
famous
Cheryl.
basketball
Got it.
player, and
Hold on.
you know,
is her middle name Michelle?
not to
Is
my
it
knowledge.
Susan? Is
Millicent.
Cheryl
It's
Susan
Millicent.
Miller?
I said
Carol
Rhonda
Miller.
Miller, but I don't know who Rhonda Miller is. Does anybody Rhonda Miller?
No.
Google it.
No.
Well done, Peggy.
Hey there.
If I stumped people, I made Susan happy, huh?
Yeah.
Except I stumped my
that
own
was-
team worse than anybody.
Without my team, I would have got 2, maybe 3.
Well, we did pretty good because we pulled a couple out of our heads that are old and dusty.
We did real well.
Once I got the death of the salesman, and then I think we had one more, and then it was like, oh, okay, we got this, I think. All right, so how are we doing here? Team 1, atheist mathematicians always spell texts on exponents since they don't believe in a higher power.
We got 8.
Very
Nice.
good.
Well
Look
done.
at that. Just enjoy the lead for the moment.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
19 is a good number.
Brenda was a bird, which is Peggy's team.
We got 4.
Oh, I thought we did better than that. I think we're pretty grateful we got this 4. And how much is that doggy in the window?
9.
Damn, we suck.
well.
Canadian loonies are better than Washington, D.C. loonies.
We got 10. 9 in the
You have
bonus.
to do the two, the two sports.
Oh
There you
man,
go.
we really sucked. Okay, sorry team. I'm gonna go to team 4 next, and I will make them fail. Okay, that's my job.
There you go.
Okay.
They're
I'm
almost in
fading.
the
I
lead.
think I'll sign off now.
Oh, we were just
Oh,
gonna
don't
do
you want to at
gym
least hear the
category.
category before you decide whether to leave?
Good night, Jim.
Listen to the category. Maybe it's your expertise.
Yeah.
It's waterfalls in Canada.
Screenshots that Jim has had in his background. Okay, what do you got, Carl?
All right. So
It's like Forrest Gump.
my background is a hint, but it probably really is of no help in terms of figuring out what the round is. The title of the round is Run, Forrest, Run, although it has nothing to do with running. Now, quite often, we many of us do rounds that are a bit unfair to people not from the United States. And originally, this was going to be a United States focused round, but I decided to expand it to include Canada. So, name the 10 most forested U.S. states and Canadian provinces and territories by percent coverage, according to Wikipedia.
Wow,
Run,
I
Forrest, run.
know
Which
that.
states and provinces
Jim, you
have
should
the
stay
most
for this
percent
one.
of their land covered by forests?
This is right up your alley, Jim. Did he leave? She's still here.
Well, send us to our rooms.
So
No.
wait, what does if there are 3 Canadian
He left.
larger than any of the US, that has to be in this? That's what you're saying? We
It's
put them all in
just-
one
it's
big
by
pile.
percentage of coverage, not by acreage.
So it could be
if-
Rhode Island if it was all
if Rhode Island
forested.
was 100% covered by forest, then
Oh
Rhode
my
Island would be
God.
number 1
Oh my God.
by percent coverage.
Name the 10 most forested U.S. states and
That's the
Canadian
one with the most
provinces
trees.
and territories by percentage. Okay, I know this. I got this.
Oh my God.
Okay,
We'll
good.
see. Here you go.
I got this.
I don't.
Thing to drink. You go get a big drink of water. Good girl.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
I do know one.
The hockey game that I've been Canada won.
Yay!
Yeah.
Hooray.
Whatever. Okay, so I know for 100% sure the New Hampshire's on there. Because I just talked to my friend Kitty, who's in New Hampshire, and we were talking about some bodies that are missing. They've been missing 20 something years. And she says, New Hampshire is super forested. So you can't get anywhere without, I mean, they could easily hide a body in a forest there and they will never find it because it's so full of trees and forested. So I know New Hampshire is on the list. And that's the reason why I know it. Okay.
BC would be on the list.
British Columbia. Now, this is as a percentage of the territory. So there's an awful lot of city there in British Columbia.
No, there isn't. There's more.
No, it's a big giant territory, and the city's only in the lower end.
Oh, yeah, you were just there, Rob. How about Vermont?
Yeah, it's right next to New Hampshire, so I wouldn't see why there would be a big difference.
And West Virginia?
So
I don't know the East Coast that well. So
I
British
would
Columbia.
have said until 20, 30 years ago, New Jersey would have been in there, but I saw a video which showed a time lapse from the sky of the deforestation of New Jersey. It is horrible.
You're not going to put BC?
And how about Maine?
Yeah.
I've never been to Maine. I'd love to go. Those are just on the end of it. Maine?
Yeah. So what about the other Canadian provinces that are always freaking on fire and causing smoke to give me pneumonia here? On the eastern part of the country, I think. Yeah, they gave me pneumonia from the Canadian smoke drifting over the eastern United States 2 years ago.
So
the only thing that I can think of is either Ontario or Quebec.
Either or both of those very forested, or is it? So I'm not aware of the geography there. Are there provinces?
They're fairly large provinces.
So do they go all the way from the U.S. border up to the extreme north, or is there some other territory above those?
Yeah, no, there's the territory. There's Northwest Territory.
So could they be heavily forested, or is that more ice and snow?
It's more arid. More arid.
How about Colorado?
Colorado? Isn't that desert?
Colorado?
Colorado
No, it's mountains. It's mountains and
Yeah, but I think it's high mountains. I don't think there's a lot of timber there. I think it's pretty sparse.
Yeah, I was in Denver and for a meeting, and we're looking off the side of a mountain, and there was nothing growing. It looked like the rattlesnakes in the desert kind of thing. Only one little part I saw, but
okay.
That didn't strike me as
So something probably by Vermont and Maine. How about New Hampshire? Oh, I already have New Hampshire. Connecticut?
Connecticut could be.
I don't think I've ever been to Connecticut.
I mean, I tend to be on the southern coast, which is just driving through it on the main highway there that goes into Boston area, but I've never been to
Massachusetts?
99% of
What's
it.
Massachusetts like? I've never been there either.
Probably a big mix.
Newfoundland, Labrador.
Wouldn't that be too cold up there, Vincent?
No, it's fair. It's mostly forest.
Okay, well then try that.
Labrador, is that the name of a province?
You would say Newfoundland, Labrador.
Why would I say that?
Newfoundland first. Just say Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
Yeah. No, Newfoundland.
One word, isn't it?
But nice try.
Isn't it one word?
It is one word. Newfoundland.
Doesn't like that. Why does it not like that? Did I spell it wrong?
You got a space.
No,
Delete. Yeah.
Doesn't like that either.
Make it a lowercase f.
It won't like that, but
there it goes. There it goes. All right, got it.
Yeah.
Wait, that's three words. It's Newfoundland. Why is it one word?
That's what it is. Newfoundland.
Because they're Canadians and they say it like that.
Yeah, 3 words.
Newfoundland.
It's not like we write New York like this.
Well, you wouldn't have the Y would be capital. It'd be
New York. It's 2 separate things.
Would you say, hey, what do you think of New York as one of these forested areas?
It's a big state. A lot of it is towards the north of the city, and a lot of it could be.
Montana? What do you think of Montana?
Somebody said West Virginia. I kind of like that one.
I like West Virginia. I thought West Virginia would be.
That is kind of, I've never been there, but my cousin was there. He went on some camping trip and he said there was freaking trees all over the place. And he was coming from Long Island, which has got a lot of trees itself.
Okay, what do you think of Montana, North Dakota, West Virginia, Mountain Mama? Take
What about Alabama? It seemed like when I was visit Alabama, there was a lot.
Montana borders Alberta.
Alabama.
Alberta, you want Alberta in here?
No. Alberta doesn't have.
No?
Oh.
Alabama. Where have you been in Alabama?
Not as much as
Paul?
Newfoundland, DC.
I went to Birmingham while I was in the Navy for some schooling.
And you're thinking about just driving through what it was like?
Yeah. Because I was stationed in Virginia and we had to drive down to Alabama, and it just seemed like the whole way was just nothing but trees.
How about Virginia?
Especially West Virginia. Oh yeah, there you got West Virginia.
Yeah. You guys are from Rob, you're in the East Coast. You should know this stuff better. We would. Paul and I are out here in this very, very.
I've never been to Virginia or West Virginia.
You're going to go to the West Virginia Skeptic Camp that Danny Reed's having, right, Rob?
I didn't know anything about that.
October. Don't worry, I'll talk you into it later.
Okay.
It's all okay.
Sort of knew, Susan, about you coming up here for Weekend Reason.
Yeah, I'll be up there in October. I mean, May.
Yeah, only because I know one of the people on the committee, and he kind of said, "Oh yeah, Susan Gerber's coming up."
Apparently. I hope that was a good thing.
Oh my God. Okay. I don't know.
And you're gonna do a talk and everything, so
Yeah, they're paying for me to go.
yeah.
Deborah's going with me.
Deborah is coming too. Cool.
Yeah.
So we only have 2 from Canada. That kind of surprises me.
Oh, it is. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You could say Northwest Territories, but I don't know if it's forested a lot there or not.
Well, then why would we say that?
Well, then I guess not.
You're the Canadian expert.
Know.
If you make a convincing case, we're going to agree with you. But
I know that BC has like huge forested areas. There's like areas in BC that no human has been on ever.
Really?
So yeah, there's
oh my beer.
There's places in BC that have never been explored. The only way it's been explored is through like satellite.
Huh, I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
saw something on YouTube not too long ago about the US-Canadian border on the 49th parallel. And like it was basically, they basically bulldozed, I don't know if it's a quarter of a mile, not quite that much, just because there are so many trees in that whole area along most of that border that there would be no way to protect it or even look at who's crossing if you didn't do.
That's in Quebec.
In Quebec, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to quickly go in and edit the Wikipedia page for forests. And
I'm
going to put down the stuff.
Put this list, but write them down.
I'm just going to move them around really quick. Say, oh,
and they were
it happened to be the 10 we picked.
They were complaining that there were a lot of people going from the States up through
right.
New York.
Yes, I saw that.
Up to Quebec.
I saw that.
There is an area that, yeah, they did cut down some of the forests so that they could easier catch people coming up from that area.
Which is probably going to be an escalating problem.
Yeah. So you could say Quebec, but
Yeah, what would we take off of here? Oh. I don't know. A lot of these are guesses. I don't know if we're do any good moving stuff around at this point.
I think those are pretty good. I feel pretty confident about them. I don't know about Alabama because I've never been there, but
Yeah, no, it's
I mean, I've
yeah.
been to Alabama, but to wait. No, I don't. Yeah, I must have been to Alabama, but it was just like driving through. I don't remember anything about it. I've been to Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh.
How about Louisiana? What's that like there? Mossy? You know,
Some of it, the part near the coast for sure.
um,
That's why my nephew who grew up in Long Island, which is part of New York State, the first time he was old enough to remember anything when we had him over for the weekend and we drove him from his house to ours, he was amazed at all the trees in New Jersey. It was like a shocking thing to him. And I don't even think for most of the route we were on anything that I would call particularly forested. It was an indicator of how much, since I was a kid, Long Island has been cut back on the trees. Because when I was a kid, Long Island was very heavily forested. And now it's just New York City sprawl that's gone so far out. Ugh.
Yeah, growing up in Oregon, it's like I was in a logging community when I was growing up. You would have thought the whole state was logs, but the second you get over the Cascade, it's desert. There's no trees. So Oregon is like maybe a third forest.
So on X, our prime minister said, "You can't take our country and you can't take our game." Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh.
I think the Prime Minister of Canada should make some kind of whatever they would in your government to make the Gulf of Mexico, instead of being the Gulf of America, they should make it the Gulf of Canada, just to screw with Trump.
You know that that only shows up in the US.
I've been told.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's only in the US.
Yeah, even Google and all the social network, that have maps, that only show up if you have a US IP address.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing? Wow.
It's the most Orwellian thing he's ever done.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it this, and all the rest of you are going to call it this, and we're going to wipe it out of our official documents.
And we're going to ban you from using anything that.
Okay.
that was nice. Thanks, Karl. It was something that I actually
It was inspired by an infographic I saw on Facebook. A map of the U.S. color coded by which states were most forested, and so then I did a little checking and used Wikipedia as my main source, and then decided to add Canada
not
in the
Wikipedia.
description to
I
help
hope
with
you
the-
I hope you don't notice that the Wikipedia page has just been edited.
Did you get a kickback, Susan, when he clicked on the Wikipedia page?
Yeah, must be. I don't know how much money I'm making
There's
from
got
all
to be an
this.
executive order, no
Yeah,
more
you
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia overlord.
For the
Executive
United
order.
States, I chose
I
to use
haven't looked
only
today to see if
states.
Twitter hates me, but let's.
For
Trump's
the
going to
U.S., I
replace
chose to use only
Wikipedia
states
with
and not
White
territories
House.
of the U.S. to narrow down what you had to think about.
Well,
If I had
Twitter stopped
included
hating me today.
territories, it would have changed the answer. So here are the top 10. Maine at 89.46%, followed by New Brunswick at 85. New Hampshire, 4 point whatever. West Virginia at 79.01. Vermont, 77.81. Nova Scotia at about
Oh.
Alabama at 70.57. South Carolina
job,
68.19. Stick to your guns, Romero. I hope they listen to you. Georgia at 67.28 and Ontario at 66.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
who
we
kept
took off the
track,
number
Rob?
one. We
Yeah.
took off the number one.
1, 2.
Let's see if I can paste in the entire list here. How well that'll
Our number
work.
one was West Virginia. Oh, I had New Hampshire too.
I totally read the instruction, but oh well.
New
Take
Brunswick.
your
we
guns,
didn't have.
Romero.
West
Oh,
Virginia. Vermont. I missed Vermont.
And he was trying to defend South Carolina and they suck ass.
They don't have plantations anymore.
They don't have plantations
it's all
anymore.
forest now.
Maybe if they sold some of their lumber, they could fix their freaking highways.
I was driving through South Carolina. And they
Driving through South Carolina is like this.
I thought Virginia would be
Amazing,
on
but
this
it's
list
been
too,
years
but
since
it's
I was-
not.
I said, wow, these roads are great.
Well, Virginia's on here, the western part.
Yeah.
Oh, Virginia's not on there.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
Oh,
I
we-
thought
West
Virginia would
Virginia.
be ahead of West Virginia.
Where's North
Oh
There's
no.
there's the entire list,
North Dakota
including U.S. territory.
North Dakota?
is the slow.
So we needed to get the top 10, but we
I'm
did.
surprised
Oh, we're
Maine was so high.
59.73. We have more trees than Alberta does.
Virginia was
yeah.
14. New York,
Alberta.
By
Massachusetts.
percentage, you don't
Hush.
have more trees.
Hush, hush, hush.
Yeah.
I think we took off Yukon. Where's
I
the
am having
Northwest
problems with my
Territory?
mouse. Okay.
Oh, Alaska's on 30.
Oh, it's there.
Northwest
Canada.
Territory is named something else.
50%.
No,
it's
it
there,
isn't. It's named
50% under
Northwest Territories.
Saskatchewan.
No,
It
where's
was split
California on here?
It was split into Northwest Territories and Nunavik.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's California?
Oh, there it is.
British Columbia,
32%.
60.
32.
California is on the
Hey,
west
How
of
about
the
Alaska?
U.S.
Where's Alaska?
Just
Yeah,
south of Oregon.
okay, thank you for telling that, Leonard.
Where's
I get
Alaska?
confused all the time.
Where is
Alaska's
Alaska?
at 35.
North Dakota? How come it's
Wow.
so, how small? Is it because they've mined it and they've
It's
taken
very
it out?
barren. It's
No,
very
it's all-
barren
it-
there.
It's all plains.
Oh,
If you
I didn't
watch,
know that.
if you
Cold,
watch the
definitely
Coen
cold.
Brothers movie Fargo, you would know this, Susan.
I have seen Fargo. They take the people and they put them in the
turns out
grinder. I
you
will never
can't-
see that movie again.
You
It's one of-
can't actually trust things in movies. They lie.
If anyone is interested, the document with appropriate link supports is in the chat.
So what is Nunavut? which is
Puerto Rico
25
and Michigan
is
are
Nunavut?
exactly the same,
That's
down
the-
to
that's the
0.2%.
Wow, Puerto
None of your
Rico and
business,
Michigan?
Rob.
That's the other part of
Yeah,
Northwest Territories that
55.62.
got
That's
split.
interesting.
Nunavut. It's Nunavut.
Oh, I got that other. Okay, so
Nunavut.
so before I go
Nunavut.
to scores, I need next week. I have Rob only on the thing. So unless Rob's going to run the whole damn thing, we need to get some people-
Ramiro is volunteering.
Okay, thank you, Romero. Thank you, Faith, for volunteering, Romero.
He told me earlier while I was making dinner he was going to do a category.
Okay. I have Robin Romero, and your name does not have to start with an R to be able to do a category. And that means that
Are you sure?
R. No.
I haven't done one in a long time, so
Okay,
I'll
Leonard's going to take one.
Hey.
So we need a
Hey,
bonus.
Leonard.
I will only do one if I'm voluntold.
Well,
Vincent,
I was
do-
just
you
wait
do
a second.
one.
I was just going to say Paul Tompkins is on his 5th time. Do you want to try a bonus?
Sure, I'll do a bonus.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
Paul.
And
All right.
Vincent will do a category. That's everybody.
No, we already have.
Oh,
I'm
they
full,
they
I'm full.
got all the categories
I got
already.
it.
Okay.
So Paul, for doing a bonus, was there any advice he needs to have that would, like, when you're doing a category, you got to make sure that you have one answer and not like name the
Bonuses
top.
are simpler.
Yeah, it's got to be so that the answer is one. But for a bonus, is there any rules that he needs to know?
It's like a top 10 list.
Yeah, but is there any rules, any of our rules he needs to know?
The only rule I would, off the top of my head, is just the general rule of try to avoid using a single source.
Like
Confirm your
Wikipedia?
answer.
you
what
did,
you just
Paul?
said.
unless it's Wikipedia.
Yeah.
And if you state that your source is Wikipedia, then you're good, because
Well,
we
if
know
you
that
maybe look
that,
up the old,
that
when you
information
get
is
an idea,
rock solid and permanent.
Using a single source is sometimes the solution.
see if we've done it
Permanent
before.
moron
Let's see what I can say.
Well, actually, Paul, you may have observed this. Sometimes people will say, according to Condé Nast Traveler, and then there's the category. So that's it.
Right.
That's the.
The
And that's a
ones
good
we,
idea. Otherwise, people will argue.
the ones we really,
Yeah, and-
the ones
and
we
we will
really
anyway.
we tend to really argue about are the ones that are very subjective. Like what was the Roger Ebert's list? What was that one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what are the 10 best films last
But
year?
it was according to Roger
according to Roger
Ebert.com.
Ebert, who has been
Objective
dead,
information
who has
rather
been dead
than
for
lists of
15
Very
years.
subjective, yeah.
But it
And
was
anything to do with Rolling Stone
on
magazine, because the list sucked.
RogerEbert.com. So
Right.
And you don't want something that has too many right answers too. So it's got to
Well,
be
that's why
like
the
a
top 10
top
lists are good.
10. It's got to be like a top 10 thing. Because again, if there's
Oh, no,
100
we
things
could,
that
Deborah, we can tell about mono rules.
Oh, we could do
No,
mono
no,
rules.
don't tell them about mono
Don't
rules.
even
No,
tell them
we-
that.
I was pretty sure we didn't want to do that, but
Yeah, until now.
I love mono
Yeah,
rules.
let's not do that.
Well, let's not tell
Let's
him. They'll
not.
only confuse him. He has to
Sometimes when I
experience
do
mono
one,
rules before he can.
sometimes when I do one, like if I would have done this one tonight, I might have said, name 15, and you get points for everyone you get right. Like the answers are
Up to
top
10,
15.
yeah.
Well, like
You
for,
have to
for
get
this round, if I'd have wanted to be more generous, I could say name any 10 of the top 15 most famous.
right.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But we don't
Right.
want you to be generous. I want you to be
No,
tough.
sometimes
No,
if
no,
the category's
don't listen to
hard,
Susan.
Susan's
you
the
can do
safest.
that. to
We've
get-
been playing
to get
almost
points.
5 years, you guys. I think we need to have more difficult rounds.
No.
Yeah, that's
stop it.
okay, but also we don't want to repeat anything if it's been done like.
We're not
according
gonna
to US
remember.
Census, what were the popular girls' names? Or what's
We
the
have already
Remember this.
proved.
It's already
We
out
have
of my
already
brain.
proved that we
candy
don't
bars?
remember.
What's the
Well,
most
that's
popular
another
candy
thing
bars?
that
We've
people
done all these.
sometimes do. They sometimes put a list of like 30 things and say, name the top 10 or whatever they are.
Make it difficult.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
I'll have fun with this.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
And tell Eve that she's next. So she better get on it. But no, it is a lot of fun. It's what's really fun is going from watching because they give you powers to go through the groups and
Watch the thought
watching
process.
people reason it out. Oh my God, it's so fun.
The thought process, the brainstorming.
I love
and
it
the
how
arguing.
Susan insists on calling it giving us powers instead of having the ability to go to rooms. No, it's powers.
We took off
I
Maine.
give you powers. You guys, hey, let me tell you, I can tell you this. I was on a Zoom call recently, and somebody here was on that call too. But it was a person who isn't play trivia with us. And I said and they could not figure out sharing screen correctly. They couldn't do a lot of this stuff. It was just like they were all like confabulated. And I said, if you played trivia with us, you would know how to use all the controls because you have to. I force you to learn all those controls. That was part of the game when we started out with social trivia, is that I insisted that everybody needed to learn how to use Zoom. So I made you learn how to share a screen. I made you know how to break out. I mean, because that was, we were going through COVID and I didn't want everybody to be alone, and I wanted you to be able to go play games with your family or whatever. So everybody here should be proficient about using Zoom after being here for a while, right?
Well, you could say that, but we could say everybody should be proficient in Excel.
No, just
everybody should be.
I'm just in charge of Zoom. That's all. Your social activities. That's all I'm here for. And then look at some people are really.
How
good
many
at
times
PowerPoint.
have we
Let's do
have
scores.
to clean up the score sheet?
Why? Why would you clean it up?
Now you should be an expert in
In
Excel.
the preceding 5 years, Susan, before you learned.
Oh well, whatever.
There we
Okay,
go.
so here's our scores so far, and let's see how we did. The lowest average is 5.0, so that's pretty interesting. That
That would be us.
well, no, 5.0.
No,
Okay,
that's-
so here we go. Let's see who's got the winning team for February 20th, 2025. So Brenda was a bird.
7.
Oh,
That's a good number.
Wow.
People on the East Coast over there. All right. Atheist mathematicians always fail tests on exponents since they don't believe in a higher power.
We got a 4.
Did Romero
Stop
stick
the
to
count.
did you guys keep the
Closest we're
South
gonna get.
Carolina?
No, we didn't put any Carolinas on here. We have.
I should have
Alaska.
listened to Romero.
Nope.
Thank
Okay,
you,
how much
team.
is
We
it?
are not in last place after all.
How much is
For
it
now.
Peggy, in the window?
We got
This is Carl's
5.
team. How many?
5.
Damn it.
5.
Carl's team.
Damn it. We got
Uh-oh.
3.
Whoa.
Canadian loonies are better than Washington, D.C. loonies?
We got 3.
Really?
Oh.
Oh,
I
we
think it
won
was
by
the
1
last round.
point.
We
Woo!
talked ourselves out of Maine. You believe it?
Oh, you're kidding me. Look at that. You could have tied. You're a loser
I know.
now.
We had Virginia and West Virginia.
I didn't kill my
Oh.
team. I didn't kill my team.
Yay. And it's 4.8. And you know
We
why?
led
It's
all
because
night
I
until that
knew
last
New
category.
Hampshire. I knew New Hampshire. I said
I had New Hampshire. We only scored New Hampshire, Nova Scotia, and West Virginia. We had Northwest Territory, British Columbia,
Maine you
Alaska,
didn't get.
Arkansas, Minnesota, Colorado.
I'd be embarrassed if I was you guys.
I should have had Vermont. I should have had Maine.
What'd you guys do with what'd you do with Presant? Presant?
He's lost? Oh, he went away.
He was
not
counting
weird.
trees in India.
He
He was counting trees in India, getting ready for next week.
Palm trees. Why was
Counting trees.
Counting trees.
Counting trees.
Counting
Was
trees in
he
India,
in a
getting ready
room?
for next week.
See,
Was he in a room playing with folks? How did it go?
He's quiet.
well, think about the
It can
category
be
he started
overwhelming
with.
to jump into this.
Well, he
group.
started off with
David
second.
Duchovny.
Yeah, and then
Poor guy.
trees in North America would have not been good either.
Yeah, I was actually kind of relieved that he left. Like, oh, good, because I went to all the trouble of adding in stuff for Canada. And like, oh, great, we got an international person here from outside North America.
We could do Providence of India. Can you imagine how bad we would be at that? I know I would.
Uh,
Yeah, that's something to think about being welcoming.
Yeah, we are very welcoming. I
This,
hope
this is a round I probably would not have done very well on by myself.
the trees.
I was a lot of surprised by a lot of stuff in here.
Oh, Susan, stop the recording. I'll tell you about a troll call we had regarding.
Okay, I'm recording again. That was hilarious. You should have been here.
All right, I gotta go.
Yep.
Good night, everybody.
We gotta
Thank
go.
you
Good
for
night,
everybody.
Good night, Leonard.
Yeah, I'm
So
taking
I'm
off
worried
too.
about
Good night, Vincent.
staying
Bye.
with you
Oh, I
guys
have
because
to
I
go
know what
too,
you're
I guess.
get.
Oh, no, I
what
thought you
guys
were
get
waving.
like.
No,
Bye.
hey,
Good night,
bye-bye,
Paul.
everybody.
Good night, all.
Bye.
Kevin. Good night, Rob.
We're leaving people. People are leaving. Ah, look at that. Okay. There's nothing else that I can hand it off to you guys if you want.
Are we still
Unless-
recording?
Yeah, unless there's something you really.
Make sure to join us online. Find it on Facebook, Social Trivia by Susan. If you find one of the many, many, many years worth of Facebook events, save that link. It's the same link every week.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. We get, you know what we do? Let me see
15,
if I-
6:30-ish Pacific time on Thursdays.
I'm gonna go watch this David Duchovny song thing. That's hilarious. I can't. I don't even know where you got that. But let me
I
see
want
how
to
we
see the
are
one where
doing.
she's singing to him on stage. That's got to be great.
Okay,
He's a
so
real
we
good
are
sport.
at.
He actually invited her to come because it was his book release party, but he looks so uncomfortable and he keeps trying to say, okay, thank you very much, kind of his whole body language.
We have 31 views in the last video we did, and one comment by Rob who said nobody gave us the answers for round one.
Yes, you edited that one because you shut it off because of the audio, and then came back and like.
Oh, have to put him in the comments.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
We've got videos with 48. Wow,
That was Carl's category, I think. Carl did a category. with
41. We have 40 on average about people watching our videos. Now, who the heck is watching our videos? Anybody here watch our videos?
I watch a few minutes of them
Well, I guess it's enough to give
just
us.
just to bump your score up a little
Thank
bit.
you,
No,
Harriman.
I think there's some algorithm that you have to watch some.
No,
fairly
it just can take a few seconds, I think. I thought you had to get a few minutes into it, but depending like a percentage of the video.
I'm Googling this right now. How long do you have
I
to
think
watch
it's a couple of minutes.
How long?
Is it percentage like the forest?
All right, Rob, I'm uploading the PowerPoint answers to the chat. It'll be there.
You know how Peggy did the guillotine category last week?
No, it's been a while, hasn't it?
Some friend, whatever week it was, some friend of mine on Facebook started, I don't know why, I think it has to do with what's going on in Washington, D.C. She started putting just a photograph of different types of guillotines every single day. And I told Peggy, you got to check out this person's page. She's putting a guillotine
So she made
a
no
day.
comment about Trump, just
a picture of a guillotine. Yeah.
Because
Oh my
it's
God.
like the
Oh my
French
God.
Revolution.
You're right. 30
Like
seconds. How is this
because in the French
possible?
Revolution they cut off the heads of the leaders.
Rob, what did you find out?
It does say 30 seconds. Numerous places I'm watching, and that is freaking shocking.
One
What's
thing that I'm
30 seconds?
30 seconds.
What's 30 seconds,
You have to
Rob?
watch 30 seconds of a video and it gives you a like you watched the video. That's amazing.
That is quite weird.
I can see the stats and it'll tell me when how long people watch on average. So I've never looked. I thought I might cry if I saw it. Let's see what it says. We've got, well, this is my entire channel. So the most popular video I have is Susan gets her hair shaved off before chemo takes it all out.
Oh,
In 2013.
wow.
That's my most popular video.
Then you have your backyard garden videos too.
Oh yeah, those are made for me. You know, I have 411,000 views on my Susan Gerbic channel. 400,000. I've got a lot of. Wow, that's amazing.
How many subscribers?
I have 972 subscribers. So
What's
I'm almost at
happening to all
1,000. I
this
can start
stuff?
monetizing the videos and make $1 a month.
Where is all this information stored online? Are we technological hoarders? I mean, what's the impact here?
Yeah. Well, actually, I just looked. The most viewed video I have is adding a photo to a Wikipedia page. I've got 54,000 views on that.
Really?
And 23,000 views of people watching me getting my head shaved.
Well, but how many years has it been up?
It's been up a long time. Yeah. 2013. Oh, Sterling Castle. Oh, wow. Moby Grape. Okay. So I was looking to see what the
largest number of views of anything I've ever been on is my most recent one when I was the guest on Skep Talk. 30.
Oh, that was crazy.
33,000 now. 33,000. Wow.
I have Holy Kool-Aid, the Operation Pizza Roll.
Yeah.
That's got like probably 400,000 views.
Oh, great.
Finally uploaded, Rob.
Okay.
In chat.
What is this? Something's wrong with my mouse. I've changed the batteries twice. I've cleaned it all off. I don't know what's been going on for the past few days. It's been really difficult to get the
demon possession.
Venus is in retrograde. I think I should make this thing really like a huge mouse. Yeah. So, okay. So I was trying to look at our.
So after you die in your spirit, does your horoscope still matter?
Okay. Analytics for the last trivia video we did. It has 31 views. Its average duration of watching is 3 minutes, 36 seconds.
You're looking for a specific thing.
So
They're
3
probably
minutes,
looking-
they watch
they're
3
looking for
minutes and then
specific
they're
things.
out. Or yeah, you're right. They could be watching one part of the round.
Yeah.
And you're still recording, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to not be?
No,
3
just
minutes.
making sure we're aware.
That's on average. So
That's the average.
One person watched the whole thing. It took a lot of people who only watched it for 10 seconds to
Yeah.
average that out.
And I think I actually dragged the average down a little.
Oh, thanks a lot, Norman. No, it says our height is okay. So last week, the height was at 30 minutes, 59 seconds. So I don't know what that was in the video. 30 minutes, 59 seconds. That's where the peak of our viewing, because it tells you, it shows you like when it was that people were watching. So
Isn't that where the
30
game starts? Because you start
No,
you start the
30
recording.
minutes. No, because I've been okay. Let me look. Let's see.
People hold out just to get the team names and then they leave.
They just want to hear Jamie's team names. Okay, what would be at 30 minutes? Okay, I'm gonna look.
All right, so here's a subject. I'm just bouncing around quickly on my YouTube feed. Here's a subject you need to do. This is Neil deGrasse Tyson talking about Star Talk. Will an asteroid hit Earth in 2032? 300,000 views from 6 hours ago.
Okay, so Michelle, oh God.
That's the subject.
I
you
need to be,
talk
if
about.
he had finally put me on Star Talk, maybe we could get somewhere with getting
Yeah,
some shit
yeah.
done in this world. But no, he doesn't want to. Okay, here is the moment that everybody was watching. The most people were watching. Robin, if she shows up right now, I'll put her on your team. Wait, almost here. Speak the devil and she shall appear. Okay, not tears. Almost here.
Questions answered, including the PowerPoint, are available in the chat if you want to download them.
Thank you, Rob. I mean, Karl. Okay, there's the highlight. That is the most watched moment.
Okay.
You know what? You know why? Because people were looking for like, oh, what did I miss? What did I miss? That's what I did when I watched it. I actually went back a few times. Wait, maybe I missed him saying it. Maybe I missed it. No, didn't.
Oh, so
that's
that
probably
you
why.
are the one that made that happen.
I think that is right.
Okay,
Yeah,
I do have a question for you all. All
I
right.
think that's correct.
So I have a friend who I hardly ever speak to. She texted me and told me about this boycott thing. That they want us to buy nothing on February 28th or whatever it is. And then I had another friend that I do talk to all the time who sent me the same thing. And I'm like, you got to be kidding. What? And so I'm the second friend said, well, look, there's been lots of protests that have been very successful over the years. And I said, yeah, but I'm thinking of the March for Science that we did in 2016. And that was worse than it was a failure. And I said, and then the first friend said, well, it's worth a try. And I said, but when it fails, if it fails, then it's worse, because if you try to do this massive thing and it fails, then the opposition's like, fuck them, and nobody cares. And
you're only getting part of what the planned protests are.
Right. That's just one thing.
That's just one day.
The idea, the big picture, Susan, is to prepare. Do you want to record this? I would rather.
I would probably stop recording.
Let's
and
not